and welcome everybody to episode 13. That's right, guys. We've made it to episode 13, chat. Lucky level number 13. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Neo Prime 12, and let's go ahead. You guys know what we do. This is Drinks with Neo. Let's get the tape rolling. Well, hello everybody. My name is Neo Prime 12, and I have the amazing, the beautiful Executi here with me. How you guys doing today?
Hello, everybody. How are we?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this.
Yes, so am I. I absolutely am. So one of the things I love to start with, I personally love to start with, I love to talk about what is on the stream, what we're drinking tonight. And I have this beautiful, this lovely cider from Austin, Texas, called Austin's East Ciders. It's a pineapple cider, one of my favorites.
Oh, pineapple, eh?
Yes, ma'am, pineapple. Oh, there's that Canadian accent. Love it.
Do you want to hear something funny about pineapple?
Yes.
I'm actually allergic to pineapple.
Oh my God. Your life. Why this is something I need to know beforehand. I mean,
right? I know. What are the odds of that happening? That's funny. I'm actually drinking a Heineken tonight. Felt it was a good choice. So here we are.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's do a cheers.
Cheers to that one.
You have a cup. You fancy.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I'm drinking out of the can like a little man that I am.
No, you're good. You're good.
Cheers. Here we go.
Cheers to that.
Woo. So how are you doing? How was your day? I know you had some snowstorms coming your way, some storms coming your way. Looks like you're.
Oh my gosh! It's crazy. The weather today. Woke up, went outside. It was mild, double digits, and when you walk outside, if you're Canadian and it's December, okay, you walking outside and it's double digits and it's mild, and you're like, "Where's the snow?" You know something bad's gonna happen. Like, I'm just telling you right now. So yeah, here we are. We still have power, so this is good, and we're in the middle of a snowstorm, so you never know what you're gonna get.
If I lose you, we know what happened. The power went out.
Pretty much. Just prefacing that now. Yeah, no, absolutely. 100%.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, so here we actually had a mild day here. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Maryland. We had a mild day too. The same storm that like dumped a bunch of snow in Colorado and everything. We got rain.
Ooh.
I like a little bit of snow, but you know.
See, I'm not a big fan of rain. Like, I'll take anything other than rain. So I get migraines a lot. So and pressure headaches and migraines. It's just when the weather is changing a lot, it's just really not doing good for me at all. You know,
it went hot. It was like I walked outside. I was like, man, it's 65 degrees outside. Whoa, what kind of weather? Right? What kind of weather are we having here? So it was. The dog went outside. He loved it. He's like, man, it's not cold. We're loving life. I was like, you do you, boo. You can sit outside for a little bit. You do you.
Absolutely.
So
100%.
Let's kind of start this out, and let's go to where you from the very beginning. What did you start your love of video games? You might have been a nice little wee tyke, or something else.
Oh no, absolutely. It definitely started when I was a kiddo.
Okay.
I have an older brother, and he's 3.5 years older than me, and he's my best friend. I can tell you that we weren't always best friends, but we were definitely best buds. And funny enough, what we always used to play together was Nintendo 64. So literally any game that you could possibly think of on Nintendo 64, we rocked it, and we did a damn good job. Yeah. It's just fond memories of him and I being in our basement at our childhood home together and just playing 007 or Mario Kart or Super Smash Bros. Like it even makes me like so happy thinking about it, because that was like the basis, like the foundation of like thinking about how far we've come and where we're at now, or like thinking about PlayStation 2 and like what was it? What's that like snowboard one? SX Tricky?
Yes, SSX Tricky.
Or whatever it is. Yeah,
some
like just thinking about that, like it's just crazy.
Didn't they come out with a new kind of one, but it's not, it's a different branding.
I'm not sure.
You can mountain bike, snowboard, and glide, like a body glide with a bodysuit. All at the same time. It's like it's open
I would
world.
Totally play that.
It's open world. I think it just came out like 2 months ago.
I'd buy that 100%. I would buy that.
Like a month ago or something like that. It just came out, and it's only complaint is you can easily land tricks, but
yeah,
it's supposed to be a shits and giggles game to do some cool shit. So
absolutely.
Man, the memory of those games. Tony Hawk, oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Tony Hawk was
that was
amazing.
awesome.
Tony Hawk was amazing.
That. You know, we used to have tech decks. Did you ever have those? The tech decks, the actual little skateboards.
Yeah.
We used to have those, and we would play around with those, and then always pretend that like we were gonna meet Tony Hawk one day and be like the super coolest people ever. And funny enough, that actually happened.
What?
I swear to God. Yeah, no, I swear to God. We had a skate park that got built by our house, our childhood house. And Tony Hawk had like an event that was going on, and it was like a summer fest or whatever for all the young kids or whatever. And we got to meet Tony Hawk, and like it's just, I wish I could find the picture because it's so funny, because you know how like as a little kid you think you're so like cool and you got your skateboard and like whatever, and it's just, you look at it now and it's just so cringy. You're like, oh my God, what was I wearing? What was I doing? Like, what is going on? It's funny. It's a good memory. I didn't even remember that.
That's like going back on your Facebook post from 10 years ago and looking at them and seeing how, I mean, like that's like one of the beautiful things. My Facebook got hacked and I lost everything, so I don't have any. I don't.
Me too.
So yeah, no, I lost everything. I don't have it. So I just recently got back on Facebook. So I'm like, I used to get those memories that pop up, and you used to look at them and you'd be like, holy shit, who wrote these things?
Right? I know.
That's not me now, is it?
I've got. So this Facebook account that I've probably had it for the furthest memory I've seen, I believe, is 7 years. Okay. And like even looking back 7 years, I'm looking and I'm like, who me? I wrote that, or I posted that picture. Like that can Facebook. There's some things that your girl doesn't want to see from the blast of the past, and we could just leave those Facebook memories in the back corner. I don't need to see everything there.
That's something I do remember from my blast. I like to wear my hats backwards 24/7. Doesn't matter what it is. I always wear my hat backwards. And like I had a T-shirt from like when I was 18 that said something like, my best friend is your mom," and I was like, oh, what was I thinking wearing that T-shirt? Like I used to wear it to like house parties and stuff like that and go out, and I was
everyone would be like, dude, you got such a cool shirt.
Yeah, like I thought I was a little badass with that on, and we were walking with my hat backwards, my fitted and everything like that. Now it's nothing's changed. You still, I mean, I'm a Prime shirt on, but it's
just changing the shirt pretty much, right?
Yeah, so, basically.
That's hilarious. That's awesome.
So your love of gaming came from when you were a youngin, and you come up with N64. Did you take the PlayStation path? Did you take the Xbox path? Or did you dabble on both? Or did you just go straight to the PC and thought you were really a badass?
So funny enough, like I actually never played like a computer game, really, like technically speaking, up until the time I got my first PC, which was at the beginning of my content creation career. Ooh. And so long story short, it was basically, and this isn't saying that my brother and I were materialistic by any means or anything like that, but my parents tried to do everything possible to make sure that we got what we wanted to make us happy and keep us out of trouble, right? Like when we were kids, it was kind of like, okay, we really don't have a big deal with the kids playing in the basement and being on Xbox Live or whatever they want to play because they're not out doing stupid shit. Like black and white, my parents definitely didn't shelter us. So we were fully aware of everything, that we shouldn't be doing. Gaming was definitely an escape for both of us. And it was something that really helped us bond like over the years. So we really kind of had almost every console. I don't know what we didn't have. But we definitely I kind of like followed with my brother with what he wanted to do, you know, because he was older and things like that. So he's a huge part of the reason like why I do what I do today and why I've kept with it and what I'm doing and things like that. But we definitely kept further towards Xbox more so over the years. And it was funny when I got my first PC, he was like, "Ah, man, you sure you want to not have your Xbox and just get a capture card?" And I was like, "We've done this for too long. I think it's time for me to try the dark side. We'll see how it goes."
And never turn back.
Oh my God, yeah. Now I'm on dual PC. Look at me now. Like, you know, and I swear, okay, so I kid you not. Every PC giveaway that I see, I enter it because I'm like, okay, if I can win a PC, I don't have all the money in the world here. If I can win a PC that I can give to my brother or give him one of mine, I'm doing it because he's gonna come over the dark side and he'll never think twice about it, you know?
That's funny.
So that was kind of my plan.
So do you play mouse and keyboards now, or do you play with controller?
I still play with controller. So
is it an Xbox controller or PlayStation controller?
So here's the conversation.
Don't say it.
I know. Okay, here's the thing. One of my Xbox controllers is like over here somewhere. I don't even know where it is. It's on the shelf. Okay. I now play with a custom PlayStation 4 controller, but I may have ordered a custom Xbox controller.
That's from who?
From Ames.
Oh, Ames. Okay.
Yeah, Ames. Yeah. So the reason why I got a custom PlayStation controller is because a friend of mine recommended it. Because I was like finding my hands were cramping with playing Call of Duty like 8-9 hours a day. I was like, okay, I tried mouse and keyboard for a couple months. Really wasn't a big fan of it, even though I had, I think, more fun with it, to be completely honest with you. But anywho, I definitely did try PlayStation, and it felt weird at first for me. I was like, okay, I don't know. This is because, you know, when you think about it, I played on Xbox controller for years.
Those two buttons are too close up top.
Yeah.
They're too close
I don't know,
up top
man.
For me, I don't know.
It's weird though, you know.
I love the Xbox controller. I honestly played with an Xbox since I was since the first Xbox came out.
Right.
And that bitch was this big.
I feel like that's why I didn't like, even thinking about like PlayStation 2 controllers. They're not far off from this, like at all. Like not at all. So when the PlayStation 5 controllers came out, I was like, I think I'm gonna go back to Xbox, to be honest with you, you know? So I think that's where I'm at now. I'm gonna try the custom Xbox and go from there and make my decision, pretty much. So.
Yeah, so I use a Scuff. I absolutely hate and love Scuff. I'll tell you why.
Right.
My Scuff, the paddles break, the plastic. I'm rough.
Right.
And then the rubber, what do you call those things? Your thumbsticks, your rubber thumbsticks.
Yep.
They blow up. They get hot and they stretch and they get super big. I had an Elite 2 controller. I just don't like the positioning of the paddles. So I've been thinking about using Cinch, going to Cinch and trying one of their controllers.
I saw them on Twitter.
It's an actual button on the bottom.
Oh.
An actual button.
Really?
So yeah, instead of paddles, they're buttons on the back. And I kind of
have to look that up.
I thought about doing that, and I saw AIM, and I heard they're pretty good. And I haven't seen. I heard of Beaver. What a name for a controller company. Beaver.
Wow. Are they Canadian?
I don't know. They might be.
I would make sense. I'm just saying. That would make sense.
I never thought about that, but what kind of controller you got? I got a Beaver controller. What
right?
You got?
I would be like, that would be a bit aggressive. I mean, that's hilarious. Like, let's just think about that. We're gonna need to talk to their PR people. Like, holy.
We have the same.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's funny.
We have the same mindset there. I see where with the train of thought there.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
My goodness. But
yeah, so I like that.
So you're an Xbox fan by trade, and so Halo.
It's just natural to stick with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Halo.
I love Halo.
Is that like a deep dark secret that we love Halo? Is just.
Oh my God, no! I'm like a huge Halo fan, and like, which is crazy because a lot of people in my community have been like, Cass, why aren't you playing Halo? You know, I've had so much going on recently, but I just want to like Oh my God. Like every time I think of Halo, I think of me and my brother. Like I said, like
Yeah.
it all stems back to like Halo 2, Halo Reach.
Super bounce days.
Oh, dude, like Halo. And then on Twitter the other day, and I'm not sure if you saw it.
Yes,
and that's
you
why you're bringing it up.
shared. You shared that they're coming out with a TV show on Netflix. How exciting is that?
Literal chills went through my body because I clicked it and I was like, what are people freaking out about? Like on this tweet, like, what is this? I thought it was just like a trailer or like a gameplay thing or like one of those cinematic trailer things that they do. And I clicked it and I was like, huh, what are we doing here? Like you're kidding. And at first I thought it was a movie. So it was literally gonna shit my pants when I saw it. And then I was like, okay, it's a series. I can calm down a little bit. We'll relax. It's a series. This is gonna be amazing.
Well, I hope they come out. I'm getting tired. Like I'm so impatient.
Me too. Yep.
Like I want them to come out with it, but come out with it all in one blast so I can sit through it.
I'm telling you.
I'm tired of having to wait for Wheel of Time come out every Friday. Which is an Amazon.
It's not all out? I didn't know that.
No, Amazon. Yeah, no. It's like on episode 5 right now.
How many are they coming out with? Like they're doing a full.
I think they're doing a full season, so probably like
Everybody's
at least
been
8.
yelling at me to watch Wheel of Time, and I said I was gonna watch it this weekend, and I was like, well, I still haven't started it, but you know, I can binge 5 episodes.
I'm about to say the weekend's not over yet, so
yeah, exactly. We got time. We got time.
Plenty of time, and it is
yeah.
I just need them to come out with the whole thing. Like I even watch Disney shows, you know, like Hawkeye and things like that, and you know, and they come out with an episode every Wednesday. I'm like, can we just come out
oh my God,
thing, please? I'm
see,
paying you money every month. Come on.
I couldn't do it. I get bored because I'm like, okay, now what? Like I don't want to wait on a cliffhanger. I'm the worst person for that.
I wait till the next one, and then sometimes I forget about it. I'm just like, oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Shit, I gotta watch that show. What the hell happened?
We got a lot going on, you know what I mean? Like I don't got time to wait.
You know, I got 10 hours one day. I don't have multiple hours every week, 1 hour a week to watch this show. I got 10 hours that day.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I live my life.
Get that shit together. I need the whole show out. So.
Yep, 100%. 100% agree.
So out of all your years of gaming, if you had to pick one favorite game, what would it be?
Oh, oh my God, that is such a hard question. You're putting me on the spot with that one.
Hey, I didn't say this was gonna be easy. I said it was gonna be fun.
Oh, I know. Oh, this is hard.
Do you want me to go first? Because I already got mine.
Yeah. I'm intrigued.
You had your days of Halo and you know GoldenEye and all that stuff. I'm gonna go with 2. So back in the day when I was young, 5th grade, there was Super Nintendo, a game called Secret of Mana. People probably, if you watched the podcast before or been here before, I've said it numerous times. Secret of Mana is a role-playing game, and you had a fucking four. You could play with 4 people, and at the time of Super Nintendo, that was amazing. And it was like Final Fantasy style type of thing, and you just moved on from that. And then everybody's heard the game, everybody knows it, everybody loved it. Destiny. I grinded that game for 4 years, every single day, at least 2 hours a day. Even before I even knew what streaming was, I was on that game, grinding, doing the same mission over and over again, and not even mad that they just took the same mission and made you go through it backwards.
Dude,
this is the only game that you could ever play that you would do the same, and you were happy because the same mission over and over, grinding these guns, getting these skins that changed, working for these roles every 100%. Single day to do a Trials of Osiris when that came out was amazing. Best competition game ever. Like competition should have been competitive only. Gameplay should have been on esports. Would have been Trials of Osiris because it was amazing. And then
I love how passionate you are about this. Like that was your shit.
Destiny was it. Like that we rated. I got made fun of thousands of times because of stupid jump puzzles. I hate them. I hate jump puzzles. They're terrible. I probably still wouldn't be able to pass them even now. But my friends would be like, okay, just die and we'll get through it and we'll pick it because we'll do it. We'll got and you'll come back alive. You might not get the thing. No, I want the thing. We would sit there for like an hour trying to get it done.
That's priceless.
Destiny was the shit for me. So
I think I gotta go with 2 since you went with 2. I think that's fair.
that's fair.
So my first one, because I have to default to it because it's the first thing that popped into my head that brought me like the most happiest moments that I can remember, which obviously for me would be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
You can't argue with it. Like, in my opinion, throughout the Call of Duty, and I like to call it an empire because with my community, we call us the Executi Empire now. But anyway, we're going to call it the Call of Duty Empire. It is hands down the best Call of Duty. Hands down. There's people that will argue me on it, and that's fine. I will fight tooth and nail. It was the best Call of Duty, and it's just the best memories that I have playing it, and like thinking about the people that I met who I'm still friends with from that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, and it's just such the like, oh man, like I wish they would take that and just bring it out again. Like, we just do another remaster and like bring that out, and I would just be so happy. And then the second one that I would go for, which I don't know if anybody in my community actually even knows this about me, which is like, this goes way back.
Dirty little secrets. I love it.
Yeah, it's I really don't think anybody knows, like anybody. I remember posting something on Twitter about it like a really, really long time ago when like nobody knew who I was. And it's a game called Maple Story. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, so it's an online multiplayer like role play game. And I played it like all through elementary school, like literally all through elementary school. And I was like looking into seeing if it's still basically the same type of game that it used to be, but I don't know if it fully is. But I've been thinking about it a lot recently, so it's funny enough. But the reason I picked that is because of, not just because of the game itself, because it drove me absolutely bonkers, to be fair, because again, just like you, that's what it reminded me of. Like, there were levels that were so hard to pass where I was like, fuck's sakes, like I just remember, and I'd like call my brother over and be like, you need to do this because you're a higher level than me and I need to get to level 100, you know. But the main reason, and like this is more of a sentimental kind of move to why that was one of my favorite games, is because it got me through a lot. Like, elementary school was really not a fun time for me, and neither was high school. And like, sure, we could dive deep into that, but it was just always there. You know, that one thing that has always been consistent in my life throughout every year has just been gaming.
Absolutely.
And Maple Story was really the start of the foundation for, okay, gaming something that I can turn to when I'm not myself, or I'm not feeling good, or I didn't have a good day. I could jump on Maple Story and it was there, and I had fun. I could concentrate. I was learning, you know, I was meeting new people without even realizing it. You know, at the time I was a kid, you know, I was having fun and doing my thing. And I think that's why Maple Story was a huge part of my life when I was a kiddo. So that's definitely number 2 for me. But yeah.
So, I don't take a lot from chat, but I do have a Dangerous Cast over here, and he's saying, laugh out loud, Maple Story was the bomb. And I have no idea what this game was. I'm gonna have to YouTube it and look it up. But
there's a lot going on in Maple Story. But yeah. Hi, Dan.
But he is like all caps, you know, yelling at the screen right here about Maple Story, and I don't know much about it. I'm gonna have to look it up. But Mickey gave me a game I had to look up too. You ever heard of something called We Happy Few?
We Happy Few? Is that multiplayer, that duo game? No, it's not. No. No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
It is a role-playing game where she's described it as King Arthur was drugged and put into his sleep to it was convinced that something happened and he was not like supposed to be here or something like that, and you're taking drugs and everything like this, and it's I need to it's a story and everything too, and I'm just like, girl, you're telling me this game had shrooms and you're tripping and everything, and
that's hilarious.
Tripping, dude. I'm like,
dude, I want to look that up now.
Yeah, I'm
We're
like,
gonna have to look that up.
So I keep all my notes from every single podcast in front of me,
Right.
And I just like, you know what? She said this game. I was wondering if anyone else heard of it. When she told me that, I was like, holy crap! So that's actually what I'm about to start. So Maple Story is the one I need to look up too. Maple, is it just Maple Story?
Yeah, Maple Story.
Okay.
Yep, it'll pop
Cool.
up.
Awesome.
It's still running. It's crazy, but I still haven't like downloaded it to see if it's what it used to be.
I
But
just want to see a YouTube video on it and see what it is about, because I mean, obviously YouTube has everything on
it's
it.
definitely, it's funny because like my community, I don't even know if anybody's commented on that. But the point of it is nobody would ever guess that I had ever played that. You know what I mean? Like it's not something that somebody would guess coming out of me, that's for sure.
And especially
But
playing
it was-
first-person shooters and things like that. No.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely,
Battle Royales?
100%.
No, not at all. I'd have been
Yeah.
like, you're a
Yeah.
COD player. You like COD. That's it.
That's what
You love
everyone's like, you know?
toxicity. You love
Yeah.
toxicity, so you're a COD player. That's you
Pretty much.
in a package.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you're not wrong about that. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So, one question I always get asked, and it's from a fellow Canadian. She always wants to know from everybody. Since you play COD, what was the very first? So I'm a late. So don't be mad. I'm a late bloomer in COD. Didn't really grow up playing COD. I did play it, but it wasn't like my go-to game. Obviously, you could tell my excitement for Destiny.
Right.
So I was like really got into Warzone. Is really when I really got into the COD again. And
A lot of people did then.
So
yeah, a lot of
for
people
me,
did.
it's COD. What was your first? I played Blackout. It wasn't as cool. So whatever. And I played almost every COD. I just didn't stick with him. But what was
Right.
your very first COD that you can remember? I'm gonna knock that question out of the park.
I don't remember if
One
it
that you-
was Blackout or if it was Modern Warfare 2. I can't remember which one was first for me.
But
I
just
do
go,
know.
But just go with your favorite Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I
Solid
mean,
answer.
it was my favorite. It was just the basis of why I was like, yeah, first person shooters are my thing. I'm a big fan. You know, I always joke around with people that like the best FPS shooter was 007 on Nintendo 64, which obviously, no. But I always tell
Have
that
you-
to people.
Have you tried going back like within the last 5 years and tried to play it at all?
You're damn right, and it's
Oh
terrible, and I love every
God.
second of it
Oh my
because I just remember like sitting there as a kid and being like, I got him, or like the blood splatter that takes over your whole screen and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe we
creates
actually
a
used to spend
controller that
hours
you?
on this.
Who creates a controller that you have to hold at
Like-
the center? At the center.
It's so
and
stupid.
To go like the oh my God, who
so silly.
Nintendo would, of course Nintendo would create a controller that does that.
Oh my God, yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
But,
100%.
so we recently did a thing. Everybody that plays Warzone, we recently had to say goodbye to Verdansk. And you like to bring a little bit of sadness cloud onto us. But before we dive into your streaming, and we've all just talked about gaming,
Right.
How did it feel that last day of Verdansk, going around shooting people up? Did you catch a
It
dub?
sucked. I was upset. I was sad. And I played with my duo, Mrs. Tater Tot.
Okay.
And her and we've gotten close. I swear, I don't even remember how I found Tay. I believe I found her scrolling through a mutual friend. Because when you're scrolling on the gaming page on Facebook's dashboard, it kind of shows you like who you follow, like what gaming creators you follow, and then your mutuals.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure I just found Tay that way. And ever since her and I met, like we've hit it off. We haven't been friends for like a year or anything like that.
Mhm.
It's been shorter than that. I'd say probably 6 months, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, I decided, you know what, her and we're gonna spend our last day in Verdansk together. And it was sad. Her and I made a TikTok. I made a TikTok and I made it like super sappy. Super sappy. You know that song? It's honestly sad. The song Thank You for the Happiest Year of My Life.
Yep.
So I put that bad boy on that TikTok and I was like, we're really hitting them with it. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Tay and I both cried that night. Because I was thinking about like all the people that I've met over the past year because of Warzone. And it's really like, I honestly wish right now we had an option to pick Caldera or Verdansk, like to toggle between the two. Because if I'm being honest, I'd be in Verdansk still. And I'm not hating on Caldera, and I don't want people to like get me wrong by that. I appreciate that we have like a new place to make content, new map to enjoy. There's always going to be bugs and things that suck, and it is what it is. but like I just love Verdansk. Like
Well,
I really do.
It's like the Apex scene when Apex had
Right.
Kings Canyon. They came out with a new map and they cycled back in Kings Canyon. I don't ever see the servers of COD being able to do that,
Right.
but
Mhm.
I can understand the concept of that, and it's really going to be. I'm ecstatic for Caldera. I truly am, just because it's something different and it sees different.
We needed it. I think we needed it.
The COD needed it. Warzone needed it, and I think the content creators needed it. They just haven't realized it. And
No,
not to chime in on it but they just haven't truly understood how much
A lot of people haven't.
the gameplay is going to be different. You have to adjust. And some of the bigger guys have said it, and they loved it and then hated it, and now they're starting to get used to it, and it's just a different type of gameplay. You just have to adjust your gameplay. It's like a music artist. Every 2 years they got to reinvent themselves to be ever pleasant.
Plus, I mean, thinking of it from a content perspective, you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and we have been, right? And it's like, okay, obviously for some people hate change. Change is a good thing, no matter which way you look at it. I'm sorry, it is.
I agree.
And it's like, here's something fresh and new for so many other people to actually enjoy. And as a content creator, what you want to, like, I mean, hopefully I'm not speaking for myself here, but you want to just make other people happy, make other people laugh, you know, and you want to be able to enjoy your own content. And if you don't enjoy your own content, that's going to shine through.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So it's like, okay, a lot of people really don't enjoy Caldera right now. Okay, well, what can you do to make yourself enjoy it? Figure out that, and hopefully you'll have fun with it, you know, because otherwise it's just, you know, it's no brainer for me. But yeah.
Correct. You're gonna look somewhere else, and you're just gonna be unhappy.
Yeah.
I mean, I see people now
absolutely.
making content with the planes, making content, you know, running around. I mean,
I didn't know how to drive that thing when I first got it, and I was like, well, this was a mistake. And that was fun. That was absolutely fantastic.
I made a TikTok where I'm like, all right, boys, let's get in formation.
Yeah.
Literally 10 seconds later, I crashed. I was like, that was short-lived. I killed somebody.
I feel like everybody did that. I really do.
It is
but
a
it was
lot.
fun.
It is a lot of. It's a lot of fun. It's just getting used to it and rotations. And not none of the rotations are going to be the same. And I think I like that. So
Yeah,
a lot of complaints,
sure.
but it's going to be good. We have to see the future of it. We have to wait. It's only been a week.
Yeah.
It's only been less than a week. So
I know people are really not giving it a chance. So, but I feel like that happens with any new game that comes out, even with Battlefield, like anything.
That's the game I can't get behind.
Really?
I just so many issues, just too many issues that it has for PC wise for me to spend $80 or $70 on it.
Right.
To even,
I gotcha.
to even try it, and to see everybody just jump off of it real quick. Just they played twice.
I'm totally one of those people that jumped off of the brand new Battlefield.
Just because you have 12 guns, you can only cycle through so many 12 guns so often. Not enough variety. I
got frustrated with it, and if I get frustrated while gaming, I'm like, I'm done. I'm over it. We'll come back to it. We'll revisit.
Not worth it.
You know. No, it's not. I'd rather just have fun and shoot the shit and just do my thing, you know? So
absolutely. I agree with that. So you've been how long have you been streaming for?
So we just celebrated our 1 year on November 28th. I know.
Let's go.
Crazy.
I like it.
I'm like,
that's awesome.
Let's go.
Congratulations. And
Thank you.
Right before your 1 year, about a month or two before, I believe I saw on Twitter you got your sub badges.
Yeah, so funny enough, it was like bing bang boom, all these things happening in one go.
That's a TikTok right there. Bing bong.
Oh yeah. What did they say again?
Idea.
I don't remember. I don't remember what they say. Bing bong and then something else.
I don't know. Someone in my chat will bring it up real quick in like 10 seconds. Trust and believe.
Say Joe Byron or some weird. I don't know what's happening, but
I think Joe Biden's a different one.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen so many things on TikTok lately. I'm like blowing my brains out. Please help me.
But yes.
But yeah, what happened was we were grinding like crazy for our supporter badge, and there was, I think it was literally a week, so it would have been November 1st through whatever that week. is when we finally unlocked our supporter badge, which is crazy.
Congratulations.
It's really, really difficult to do it on Facebook. And for anybody who is a Facebook content creator, I always try to do the best I can to get people, like, help. Whatever I can do to help people to get to that point as well, I will do it, because I've done it. I know the grind. I've been there a couple times, and you know, before we hit the 250, you need 250 returning weekly viewers in order to unlock it.
Yeah.
We hit 249 the last time we did a push.
Oof.
Let me have my moment. Yeah.
Oof.
Heartbroken. So knowing that grind.
I'll be honest with you, I honestly think I would have cried. At
I did. You're damn right.
You 249. I would have been like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Absolutely. I was absolutely furious. I wanted to throw everything through a window. I bawled my eyes out. I was angry, you know, and then I was like, and then you have that realization hit and you're like, hold on. I didn't start to stream and do content to make myself feel this way. Like, why am I so worried about the numbers? Like, why am I doing this? I never wanted to be this person. But when you have one goal and that's the only goal that you've been focused on, it's hard not to be like that. So yeah, it was a break. We were like, okay, we're not going to worry about this. We're just going to let it happen. There were some platform issues at the time, so it had to be a while until we could revisit. But yeah, we unlocked that the first week of November.
Yep.
The second week of November, I was off to Las Vegas to Loot Fest, and that was absolutely fantastic to meet with some of the people that, number one, I look up to, people who I'm very close friends with. Some of my moderators came who are some of my best friends, you know, and just really be a part of that and be around people who actually are like you and like-minded, and you feel like you fit in finally, and like meeting these people who you've had these virtual friendships with for over a year, and it was just so surreal. And like, I keep saying that because it, you know, I feel like I blinked and I was home. But yeah, that happened, and then we came home, and it's just been a whirlwind, really. It's been crazy. So yeah.
So I get to go meet one of my virtuals. She calls me her best friend. We call each other besties. I get to go meet one of mine, Shelby Jewel. I get to go meet her.
Yeah, I love her. Yeah. She's amazing.
I get to go meet her and a hubby in January.
That's so exciting.
So flying out there, so it's gonna be a good time. Get to go.
There's nothing like meeting all your online friends, because it's so funny, because you feel like you already know them. You already know them as a person. You know everything about them, and then you meet them and you're like, holy crap, this is actually real. This is happening. Yeah. You know, it's nuts.
So, it's great to see these. It was sad to see all these things close down because of COVID, and like these conferences, these video game conferences and things like that. And now you get to come in, they're starting to open back up and more things are happening. It's great to see, like you said, like-minded people, to be able to even bounce ideas off in person, or just to blow off steam with somebody that knows what you're going through. Because I could talk to Joe on the side or whoever, and one of my buddies on the side, and they just look at you funny because they have no idea.
They just don't get it.
They don't get it. They don't understand the business or anything like that. Even though I personally do this part-time just as a hobby, personally, I got a full-time job, but for people that don't, this is their livelihood, and you don't really have a lot of people to go to, because a lot of people don't understand this is a fucking lonely ass business, because it's me, this camera, and this community that I'm building.
Exactly.
That's it. Who do I talk to after that? Nobody.
100%. Yep.
You know, and that's one of the things that these things are, Loot Fest is creating, which is great. Love to see those type of things. I might do the Dallas one. I haven't decided yet.
Need to.
I might do it.
Absolutely need to.
I'll be honest with you. I think nothing against anybody that went there. I think for me personally, it's like who's Neo Prime 12? Who is he? Like,
so none of that matters.
I know, but it's like you go there, you're just kind of like, let's be realistically, as people, we're all a little bit introverted.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know, we're all a little bit introverted. I'm going to walk in there and be like, okay, well, hi.
Yeah, but the best part of
Like,
like
like who are these
some of our
people?
friends, like I'm one of those people where like if you came to me and said like, "Hey, I'm thinking about coming," I'd be like, "Fantastic. Do you want to hang out with
Yeah,
us?" Like
yeah.
I'm one of those people. No matter like who you are, it doesn't matter like whatsoever. Like I just want everybody to be included.
I agree.
And like Loot Fest actually felt that way. Like I'm
good.
glad that Loot Fest didn't feel clicky for me, at least. And it made me happy. Like I was just like, okay, I'm 1000% going to Dallas, no doubt in my mind, because that's what matters. Is that I feel like every content creator, it doesn't matter what content you create or what your community is or how big you are or anything like that. Everybody was just in the same room and everybody felt like friends. Like
That's
it just
awesome.
felt natural, you
Well,
know? Like it was amazing.
That's good to know. That's very good to know, because it's like I think that's a general fear for anyone that's going to these events. She's like,
Absolutely.
I'm flying out here by myself. Like I mean, I have a small fear. I'm flying out to meet Shelby and her husband for the first time, Willie Will, for the first time, and I'm just like, all right.
I feel like that feeling though is never like gonna go away though.
Correct.
Like I travel alone like all the time, and obviously there was a gap because of COVID. And like I've met a lot of my own like online friends over the years through different like online games and things like that. And that fear never really goes away. Like I'm a veteran at this shit, and it doesn't go away. Like it's a very prominent feeling at the forefront because you're just nervous, you know? You just don't know if like it's one of those things that like we always say is like when you're meeting your online friends is a lot of people only see you from here up, you know.
Yep.
You know, for somebody like me, I've always been somebody who's like extremely self-conscious, or you know, I don't like my voice, or I don't like this about myself, and it's like, okay, are people actually gonna like me? And it's like what's funny about this is I'm actually more myself than I am like on camera. I am me. Like I feel free to be myself and be the goofy me, and then when I'm in person I'm like, shit, now I'm fucking nervous. Like what the fuck am I gonna do? Like somebody get me alcohol please. Like I need a drink to relax here, like, you know. But everybody's different. You just never know, right?
Yeah, also in person you just can't hide. You really can.
You can't. You can't hide.
This is me. Isn't there a song like a song "This Is Me," something like that? Or
there's a couple songs. Yeah, you're damn right.
You know, it's just that is crazy. It's just the mentality of people, and it is. And I'm glad to see that these things are happening again. And the one in Dallas is it's a main hub, so it's really easy to get to. So for a lot of people, I think
there's gonna be a large turnout for it. For sure.
I think so too.
Which made me more nervous, to be honest. But because I went to Loot Fest in Vegas, I was like, okay, I'm kind of calm about it.
I think the biggest issue about Dallas will be Vegas. There's so much to do,
right?
Shows to go to, things like that. Dallas, you have the convention center, and then you have like Dallas Mavericks or whoever's the Dallas. Right. Whoever is there a baseball team in Dallas? I don't know. What do you what are the things to do in Dallas other than go eat fucking amazing like big ass food?
So for me,
and
like
shit like that.
This is the crazy part though. Like in Las Vegas, I didn't go to any shows, like not one. I didn't do Las Vegas for Las Vegas. Like
you did for the people.
I was there for the people, but it was also, I viewed it as like a business trip. Like I viewed it as opportunities. I viewed it as networking, and then also being with some of my best friends and things like that. And I feel like that's kind of the same route that I'm gonna do with Dallas, you know. Like there's so many people who I know who live in Texas. Like people are already like, let's go, and I'm like, okay, Merca, like yay, your favorite Canadian's coming, like you know. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat barbecue and drink beer and whiskey, and that's my plan. Like not planning anything else, because who knows what the hell's gonna happen.
That's very true.
That's kind of it. Yeah, I mean.
So we're getting a little sidetracked. I love it, by the way. But let's get into your journey of starting this community from nothing to something.
Right.
And you told me that from the sounds of it, your brother was kind of an inspiration. You kind of do this because of him and streaming. How did you really, really get started in actual content creation? So like what made you hit that go live button and how did you like building this community from the ground up that you currently have?
Right.
Let's go into that, because it's not easy.
So it's deep. It's deep.
All right.
It's deep.
I got a full
Hitting
drink,
you with it.
so we're good.
Yeah, hitting you with it. So I had a break in gaming for about, I would say, 2 years. And the reason for the break in gaming was because my brother was in a motorcycle accident. So this
Okay.
is actually a story that I haven't really dove into before. But he was in a motorcycle accident October of 2019, and it was supposed to be fatal. So we had lost him. They had brought him back. We'd lost him again, and they brought him back again. And to put it into light terms, is simply he was basically spaghetti noodles. His entire body, I don't know what bone wasn't broken, essentially, and he was in really, 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 really rough shape. And so there was a break from gaming for both of us for the time period of him spending over a year in the hospital, over a year in a recreational therapy hospital, of being there every single day while working full time myself and trying to make sure my parents were okay and really try to hold down the fort. I've always been the rock of my family. I think I always will be. But that was something that was extremely difficult for everybody and life-changing for everybody. And it really, when you go through something like that, or anything similar or anything with your family, for somebody like me, especially, my family and I have always been extremely close, but that shivers you down your spine. That changes your perspective on life. It changes everything. And the hardest part for me about his accident was he was hit by a construction vehicle. I unfortunately can't go into all of the details for legal reasons, but long story short, he was hit by a construction vehicle. They had ran him over, and he had been caught in the wheel well sort of thing, and it was a tragic accident. Well, the driver of that construction vehicle had actually stolen that construction vehicle, and he took off. So we still do not have justice for what had happened to him. And I think that that's the hardest pill for me to swallow. But getting back to the logistics of how this wraps into my content creation career and where we are now, is when my brother was finally able to come home and he was going to be okay, no matter the things that, you know, was wrong with his body, and he wasn't able to walk, and he was told he might not be able to walk again and things like that. The one thing that we were able to do while all of these things were still going on with his body was, okay, see, maybe he's going to be able to game. Maybe we can start to play Call of Duty again. And maybe that's something, you know, we can do. And we had to kind of, thinking about how difficult it was for him, was to put it into perspective, like he couldn't even write his own name on a piece of paper, you know. So thinking about holding a controller again was even tough for him. So it was something that he did alone for a little bit, because obviously he's the most determined man I've ever met in my life, him and my father, and he's extremely hardworking. And for your life to just change like in the blink of an eye to not being able to do basically anything for yourself, it was very hard for him. And this was something that was, again, an escape, like what I've said to you before about gaming being an escape. And it was something that he was very focused on wanting to do. And so as soon as I found out that he was able to play Call of Duty again and he was actually having fun, I said, okay, buying an Xbox, no problem, we got this, you know. Because gaming hadn't been on our minds for 2 years, because we were so focused on making sure he was going to be okay and be all right. And, you know, obviously there's a lot of money associated with those 2 years of hell. Yep. So we got back into in a Call of Duty Modern Warfare together. I was absolutely a fucking bot. My KD was probably a 0.2 at the time. It was disgusting. I moved around like, you know, I was a canoe basically on Rust. It was hilarious. I was absolutely terrible. Like, you know, it would be me and him and somebody who we also call our brother, but a very close family friend, playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare together on multiplayer and playing some Cyber Attack or some Dom. and having a hell of a fucking time. And then we met some online friends of ours, and they were great people, and we really related to them. And they had been through some really hard things and hardships over the years. And with that being said, we became really good friends, and one of them actually streamed, and so I became really intrigued by it. And then it turned into, hey Cass, like, you'd be really good at this, like, have you ever considered giving this a try? And it kind of spiraled into that, and I started streaming Call of Duty Modern Warfare Cyber Attack because that's what I was really good at. And then when I started streaming, started playing Warzone, which I was really terrible at, and I'm still not really great at it, but I hold my own. And here we are now with this insane community and shit show.
Hey.
So yeah, that's the synopsis.
Yeah, what an amazing, like, it's an amazing story. It's something that so tragic happens that something beautiful comes out of it.
Yeah, it really goes to show, for sure.
And it just shows that how precious life is, and day in and day out, you don't take it for granted. I mean, people don't know what's going to happen to them, and it's just something that's happened to your family. Like you said, you're the rock, and able to take something so bad, make it something so beautiful for you and your brother, and to create an atmosphere for people to come in and just forget about life for that minute. I mean, we do talk a lot about COVID over the last year, and how Modern Warfare, Warzone has taken a lot of that off of people's minds and things like that.
Right.
And that's one of the things you've done has done that with your community. And let's just say I jumped in for the first time the other day, and I got a present.
Yes.
We were talking about coffee and sex. What more?
Yeah, we were talking about all of it.
Well,
You're damn right.
What more can we talk about? If you ever jump into my community, that's kind of one of the things we talk about. We don't talk much about coffee, but sex and things like that. Apparently, that's what these people want to talk about online. I love it. I fucking love it.
They just have a mind of their own. I tell Chad all the time. So funny enough, we have free for all wait, no. Oh God, they're gonna yell at me. I swear, they're gonna yell at me right now. We have free for all Fridays. That would make sense. I don't even remember what free for all day we have. But free for all it is not up to me with a ban. If you get a ban hammer, that is Zuckerberg. That is not me banning you. You guys can say whatever you want. You guys can do whatever you want. Because they know if they say some out of line shit, sometimes I'll be like, I'm muting you for 10 minutes. You better watch yourself. But yeah, we have a free for all day. But yeah, you come into my chat, everybody's always like, what did I just walk into? Because you never know what you're gonna get with me and these guys. Like, oh, yeah. I mean, people always, like, when I was in high school, people used to call me like a diamond in the rough, and I was like, I used to hate that. But now I always say, like, my community is like, everybody's a diamond in the rough, because it's a place where every single person who felt like in their life where they never felt like they were included, or they felt like they were a part of something, this is the place you're gonna get every single person who felt that way, because I literally welcome anybody, and we talk about anything and everything, literally.
Yep.
So yeah,
our two favorite topics, or three favorite topics, is booze, food, and sex.
Pretty much.
That's about it. Like, what are we?
Yeah,
what are we
pretty black and white.
What are we drinking tonight? What are we eating? And what are you fucking later?
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically what
it's black and white. Yeah, yeah, I'd say so. 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Yep. I walked into that. I think it was like 10 in the morning. I was like at work, and I was like tuned in. I was like, oh man. Hold on. Let me go get my headphones real quick and put them bad boys in.
Yeah, no, I know. There's times where people are like, Cass, you can't say that. I'm at work. And I'm like, oh, do you want me to repeat it quick? Hold on a second. I got you.
Maybe you should put your headphones in, buddy.
I've had that bad happen. Yeah. Oh, it's me.
But it takes a lot of hard work and dedication. And this is something you do full time, is correct?
Yes. Now I do.
Now you do. Okay.
Yeah.
When did you go full time?
So I actually lost my full-time job September 29th. Very recently. Yes.
Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's changed my life for the better.
Correct. It's opening opportunities. When I say one door closes, another door opens, you know.
Exactly.
So,
always.
But doing this full time, you've been for the last 2 months. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to do it. I mean, I have a lot of friends that say this is the hardest job they've ever done. And,
absolutely. 100%.
Can you go into depth on why do people say that? Like, why is this the hardest job ever? Because you're just
It's the hardest job because let
me give you two taglines that people say.
Yeah.
You're just playing video games all day.
Oh!
You're sitting on your ass playing video games all day, not doing anything else. Why is this the hardest job in the world? One of the hardest jobs.
That's crazy. So that's easy for me to answer is because people think that you just click go live and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not. You are your director, you are your producer, you got to be you. If you play your own character, you put on a face, you know. There are days where, you know, I could be super anxious or really upset or didn't have a good day, and it's okay to have a not great day and feel like shit and want to go live, and every time that I've clicked go live, I've never regretted it, and I'll tell you that, because my community is just unbelievable. And I feel like every content creator says that about their own community, because every community is so different, and it's amazing. But long story short, you are the creative director. You have to be everything. You got to be the editor. You got to be everything behind the scenes. And I understand that some content creators, big or small, because I know both in these cases, they hire people in order to assist them with certain things, and they pay people to either edit videos, or they have an agency or a manager and things like that, and that's fine. But guess what? There's a market for that, for a reason, for content creators and streamers, is because this shit isn't easy, okay? And there's a market for that, okay? So this is a very rewarding job. It's very rewarding every day, but it's not easy. And for the people who think or say that it is they're just outright liars. I'm sorry, but I'll call anybody out on their bluff any day of the week. And this is a very mentally challenging job, and that's why 100%. I think it's beautiful to see so many creators be so open and transparent about mental health and really create that conversation to ensure that conversation continues after you end stream. You know, it's very important to me to ensure that my DMs are always open, whether that's a good idea for me or not. But because it's so important for me to have people understand that I know what it's like to not have people to turn to, right? I know what that's like. I've been in that spot, and I don't want anybody who's a part of my community to feel like they don't have somebody. And guess what? If I'm not the perfect person for them to talk to, maybe I have somebody who would, you know? And when you create that basis and have that mindset and have that open floor, it starts to have more people like that around you. You know, you attract part of who you are when you're advertising yourself or selling yourself or really just trying to practice what you preach, you know, and it really opens the floor for more people like-minded, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. I'm
not laughing at you. I'm sorry. I'm getting
no, you're fine.
I'm getting some comments.
Chat.
I'm getting some comments. Someone said, "Is Neo blushing right now?"
Oh my God.
I'm like, no.
That'll make me blush just because you guys said the word blush.
I know. I'm sitting there like, I'm not blushing until I read that damn comment out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, thanks, guys. And I'm sitting there like, she's telling a story, and I'm not. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Keep a straight face. Oh shit, you're smiling. Why are you laughing? Because she's not saying anything funny, but she's giving a real story, bro.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what I mean? Chat, you guys, both of you chats, you guys are little shits. That's what you guys are. Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely are little shits. But yeah,
they are.
And then that's true. It's a grind. It's a mental grind, and that's one of the things I would say before starting this, I wasn't big into mental health. I wasn't big into worrying about some of the things that were going on in the world. I wasn't big worrying about. I was worried about this circle. And
I was too.
And then in the streaming world, you learn about these people. You come in.
I think what it is though is you finally start to find people who are like you. Like that's what it was for me. Was I started to meet people who wanted to become a part of my community. Also, somebody just said you brought us all here, which is true, but they found me, and I'm so lucky for that. But you start to actually learn who people are, and I always tell people, even if you're a new person in my community, I will ask people, you know, try to get to know them, and I understand there's people that are lurkers, and we all love our lurkers. But I remember things about people. I have a memory like no other, and that relates to people so well. But like, when you start to hear stories about people and you're able to just put yourself in their shoes, like there's nothing that compares to that. It's just
I agree.
It's something so amazing. And I never thought I'd be here ever. If you asked me this a year ago, I'd be like, absolutely not, because I started it as a hobby, but it turned into a passion really fast. And I'm so thankful that it did, like so thankful.
It really has. This has become a passion project. And I don't think people understand in real life. So we're talking about building these communities and how it takes and how the hard work and everything like that is. But even in real life, I mean, we have our real life friends. We have these real life people that we hang out with and things like that. And it's hard to explain to them. It's hard to explain. I'll say their names. Like my buddy Farmer, him and I are really good friends, but it's hard to explain. Like, man, you're not at hobby. Right. I'm a nerd. I build models and we paint them, and we play a tabletop board game called Warhammer. And
right. Oh yeah, a friend of mine plays that.
So I play the Lord of the Rings versions. I don't go to hobby night because I'm not into the game as much anymore, but I'm just not there, and they don't understand. Like, why are you streaming? You should come and hang out, blah, blah, blah. Well,
right.
I built this community online. I built these people, this connection, but you never met these people. I know, that's the fucking weird part. I love these people for no reason. And like, I want to know that these people are, you know, that I care about them and they care about me. And in the long run, it's like a small family. And the ones that are there every day, and then you have the ones that aren't there every day, and then you're like, where the fuck is Susan at? Who the fuck is Susan?
No, but I know.
Where is Susan at? I don't know why I always say.
I know.
I don't know why I always say Susan. I have a thing with Susan for some.
Fucking Susans, man.
Yeah, I think it's because of Karen. I don't like when I use the word Karen.
It's gotta be like that. Yeah.
But you know, where are these people at? What happened to them? And then all of a sudden they show up again. You're like, where you been? How you been? And you, like you said,
I hope that happens for me. Some of my OGs, you know, I just think about them all the time, and I know so much about their families and like their life and things like that, and it just breaks my heart because I'm like, I hope they're okay. I hope they're doing well, you know, like all those things.
And what's going on in life? And come back and just say hello.
I want to know if you're okay.
Just say hello to me. That's all I want. And it's crazy to think about, like, that is the feelings that we get as people. I mean, we're just as human as the next person on the screen, on the other end of the screen. Yes, you're here for us. You're here to support us, but you guys care as much about us as we care about you. And it's a crazy thing to say in today's world that this is kind of like a family, and you care so much. And it's like, it's so satisfying. It is so satisfying that for me, that even though yes, I go live maybe 2 hours a night or here every night, but it's to know that these people coming in and out, doesn't matter when and or how, that it's just that love, that connection. It's like that internet hug. I know, it's
crazy.
I always say
it's hard to explain it.
I always say reach out and touch somebody, then I have to remind them, don't physically touch them. Just
I mean, if you want to, but like, you know,
you're gonna catch a charge in this day and age.
You gotta be consensual.
Just make sure it's okay. Hey, can I touch you? Yes. Okay, thank you. But yes, absolutely.
No, that's hilarious. That's funny. No, but I get it. It's really like, I don't know how to word it other than it's just such a beautiful thing. Like, also being a part of so many other people's like communities and stuff like that, like for zero personal gain. And that's why it may be different on Twitch, but from a Facebook perspective, like sometimes I'm very nitpicky myself, whether or not I want to go into another creator's stream under my personal page, or do I want to go under my gaming page. And the simple reason for that is just because I don't want people to think that I'm trying to become a part of your community for personal gain. It's because I actually think you're a really dope person. I think we'll get along. Maybe we don't even need to play games together. It's just I really dig your content content or you make me laugh, or if I can sit there and watch you for hours, you know, I want to be a part of your community, and I want to get to know people in your community. I want to make friends. Like, I'm a social butterfly. Plus, you can't make me shut the fuck up if you tried. Like, you really can't. That's why I'm really good at podcasts. so yeah, that's basically that point. But
Yeah, no, I totally understand that, and that's one of the things is you've had some help with building a community or building up your streaming skills, I want to say.
Right.
And I don't know a lot about this. I know everybody has heard of the name Stone Mountain 64, or,
of course,
you know, everybody's heard of the name, but everybody wants to, I mean, my introduction to Stone Mountain was on a random video, and I hear him, "Right, boys, it's your captain speaking, we're here, and we're gonna jump." I'm like, yeah, that's my first introduction to him. He doesn't really do that anymore. He's grown from it. But what is this pipeline and this thing he's created, and you're affiliated with them, and can you go a little bit into that and how that's helped you and everything personally?
So just like how we were talking about how like we feel like our communities are kind of like families, that's how I feel with Pipeline. We have our own little Pipeline family, and it's like it's sometimes it's hard for me to like talk about Pipeline so passionately because I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to push Pipeline on others. It's like, because Pipeline has so many amazing resources within it for people who get started. And I feel like when I started, because I did so much research and looked into it because I wanted to see, okay, is this something that I really want to open myself up to? Like, you know, I had a couple friends at the time who were streamers, like I said, and I know that they had gotten a lot of hate online. And, you know, I'm someone who has very tough skin, but it was, you know, I have a really difficult time. If you want to insult me, you're getting it right back, but I'm not going to insult you back, but you're damn right I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. I'm one of those girls, one of those chicks, especially if it's happening to somebody else. I'm not keeping my mouth shut.
Absolutely.
I never do. So I thought of it, okay, what should I do? How should I do this? How should I go about it? Really think I want a helping hand here. What better way to do it other than to go to somebody that I watch myself and look up to, and Stone was that guy. And look at the success that he's had, and he continues to grow, and he's doing such amazing things, and all the charity work that he's done, and he's a huge inspiration, and every single person, you know, knows him, and if they don't, they will, you know. So Pipeline is really a home made by Stone Mountain and Snoopy.
Yep.
And they've created this foundation based off of just like-minded content creators. And essentially what their goal to do is basically have all these resources available that they didn't have when they started. And it's essentially what we call the playbook, which is basically a book, online book, for you to learn about everything that you need to know about this, about content creation and streaming, and things that, you know, are diamond in the rough kind of things that nobody would know at first. Resources that you can only imagine what we've got available for people to really get your foot in the door and find your niche, or niche as Americans would say. I guess that's how you guys say it. I don't know how the fuck you guys say it over there. Right? Find your niche. You know, figure out if you want to be a PG streamer, if you have have the mouth of a trucker like myself, or you know, are you going to be a variety streamer? Just a lot of things that you may not be thinking about very clearly when you're first stepping in. And it's a really beautiful thing when you have actual content creators who have been in it, somebody like myself, been in it for a little bit of time, who really understand that this shit isn't easy, and we're here to help you along the way. And we're actually, you know, gonna talk to you and want to get to know you and help you with your goals and understand what you want to do with your channel, and you know, try to help you along the way and help you understand that, you know, never devote yourself to a platform, and you want to diversify, and it can be stressful, it can be hard in time management, consistency, and building your brand and making this about you and what you want this to look like. And Pipeline's that home, and it's really beautiful. I love it. I love my Pipeline fam.
It sounds like a lot of great information they have that available to you if you join with them. And which is, I mean, as me starting out, I wish I would have known what I know now. I wouldn't have spent half of nearly as much as money as I have on this shit that I got. But it is the knowledge is there, and for somebody that's just starting out, the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because I've seen commercials, I've seen Stone Mountain bring it up and things like that. I was curious about it, and it sounds like it's an amazing thing for anybody that's starting out for streaming. Now,
even for people who have been a part of the game for a while, actually, funny enough, Legend, who you've had on your show here, he joined recently, and Legend's been in the game for a little bit of time, and it's gonna be really cool to see his perspective on what he gains from it as well, because I really think that anybody who is a content creator streamer, you're going to be able to take something out of it, because every weekend, we have meetings with Stone, and you get to really pick his brain and have not a one-on-one, but a group session, and really pick his brain and ask those really tough questions. And for somebody who's been in it as long as him, there's nobody better to ask those questions to.
That's a really cool thing to do, to be able to talk to Stone and pick somebody's brain that's been in the business for as long as he has been. Now, just for example, like I do a stream on Facebook and Twitch now again, but for someone that's mainly on Twitch, I mean, how does pipeline would that benefit me?
Absolutely, because we do things with pipeline. We do our pipeline brawls, which is just some of the Twitch pipeline members who will do like the Twitch party and all that stuff. You can help host and do all that fun stuff. But pipeline doesn't focus on a platform, and pipeline doesn't want to push one specific platform for any particular reason. They really tell you to do your research. Here are the things that we think are pros. Here are the things that we think are cons. Here's the actual data of, how many watchers you have on a yearly basis from 2015 till now. Like the information that they give you is so black and white. There's no gray area. And it's stuff that is literally just accessible for everybody on it, Okay. And I think that's something that's so important. But, for me, funny enough that you brought that up about Twitch, is when I first started, my question was, okay, as a Facebook streamer predominantly, is pipeline going to be beneficial for me? And my answer very quickly was absolutely yes, just because Snoopy worked with Facebook for so many years, and Stone has really helped build the Facebook gaming platform. I was thinking, okay, are they going to be predominantly Facebook, or what's going to happen here? But the amount of creators that they also have on Twitch is just astronomical. And if you have any question about anything whatsoever, there's so many forums with the Discord and things like that. I'm not good at Discord, trust me. But
you made it here. I'm proud of you.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? Anything that I've ever needed help with, and I just go and ask, I swear I have an answer within a couple hours, because pipeline has just been there for me. It's been my shoulder to lean on and even freaking cry on, and it's crazy. It's nuts.
That's awesome. I mean, that is something cool. It's a great tool to have as a streamer in your back pocket. It's something you can rely on, because like I said, this is a lonely business. And a lot of times it's a me business. What can me get out of it? And that's kind of the things I'm sadly found out, is if you don't benefit another person, sometimes they just won't talk to you, or they won't deal with you or help you out.
Yep.
Sadly,
you're damn right about that.
Sadly, in this world,
that's why I make it very clear to people that I'm not that type of person. My only competition is myself. I've preached that from day in and day out, that it doesn't matter who you are. I don't care about your numbers. I don't look at people's numbers whatsoever, unless they want me to try and see, or to try and look at things, to try and help them, things like that. But I'm not one of those people. For sure. Yeah, I think there's room for everybody in this industry. It's a very new industry, and I think it has so much room to grow, but there's someone for everybody.
It's the future. It really truly is. And the platforms will grow as we go. Hopefully they will continue to diversify their stuff, and between all platforms, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, there's even like Truvo, Glimish, all those little guys and big guys and stuff like that. They continue to just continue to be innovative That's the word I was looking for. So that
Right.
was absolutely amazing. We're gonna take a twist here. I want to do a little bit of a twist because have you ever had anything from your community sent to you?
Yes.
What was the funniest thing that's ever been sent to you? Because I got something I want to show you, and you're probably gonna laugh your ass off.
I wonder if I have it here. I have no clue where it is actually.
I mean, that giant baby Yoda pillows also.
Oh yeah, I got those two.
Chewbacca.
I don't know where it is, but anyway, one of my mods and one of my best friends, she had tried to trick me. She had sent me a few things in an Amazon box, and I trust her. So this was a moment for me. And I was like, there was a can, and I was like, okay, this doesn't look like a can of chips, like what it says it is. Like I was like, and I was waiting for her to respond in chat, and you know how there's a delay on Facebook and stuff, and I was like, I don't fucking believe you, okay? Like, so anyway, it was one of those spring snake things in a can. I would say that's the funniest and like good prank that they've done on me. But I literally tell my chat, I love them so much, but they know not to fuck with me. I've told them if they ever send me glitter or a bag of dicks or anything that's gonna ruin any of this shit on my setup that we've paid thousands of dollars for, I'm gonna kill them. So that's about as far as we've gotten for like funny gifts. But yeah, no, I've been very thankful for everything they've sent me.
All right, are you ready for this one?
I don't know, am I? What is that?
I don't know if you can read it.
Dude Wiper 1000, shut the fuck up. That is hilarious.
It's a dude wiper one. If someone sends me a bag of dicks, I'm gonna be really upset, by the way, guys. Do not do that.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, somebody's gonna buy us both of them.
Well, I thought you were gonna say that can was like a 10-inch dildo or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
no, because chat knows. Chat, I swear, they know if they fucking buy me any of that shit that I'm throwing them out of here. They know straight up. I'm telling you right now.
But as a joke, I put that on my Amazon gift list.
Oh my God, no, you didn't.
A joke.
If I did that, I'd have like 4 of them.
And
swear to God.
So basically, the Dude Wiper 1000 is just of a day.
My chat says they want one.
So
Jeff wants one for Christmas.
Yeah, I went and I posted it on Twitter, and I tried to get Dude Wipes to like respond. They didn't respond. Fuck them. But
oh my God,
they are the best wipes ever, though. They are #ad best wipes ever to use. But I haven't hooked up. I'm afraid to hook this thing up.
Dude,
but,
I would have hooked it up right away. Like just
I was
personally.
streaming when I opened it, I was like, "What the hell?" He did not. And then the other one. One of the coolest things is when my best friend sent me episode 2. He sent me a bunch of drinks from New York, so alcohol drinks.
I love that.
That was great.
That's amazing.
So they were special edition from Angry Orchard and things like that. So it was really cool.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that was one of the coolest things. That's the weirdest thing I've ever gotten. I didn't think it was gonna get bought. Really, honestly, didn't think it was gonna get bought. But I'm gonna have to hook it up. I'll have to take a video.
I love that for you. Yeah, that's fantastic.
But yeah, the Dude Wiper 1000, guys, it's on Amazon. Check it out.
I'm gonna go look it up. Honestly, I'm gonna put it on my wish list just to see if any of these assholes buy it for me as well, and then I'll let you know.
But so other than that, I want to talk about. So normally we kind of continue with this, but I want to take a turn, and then I want to let's talk about some. It's been a year for you, almost over a year, over a year. What is one of the memories, one of your greatest memories you've had while streaming? Like something that just sticks in your mind. You can do one or a couple, but what is one memory that like your community just either made you cry, made you happy? I mean,
these guys make me emotional often.
Absolutely.
Which is funny because prior to streaming, I never would have labeled myself as an emotional person, but they bring the best out in me. But the first big memory that I would bring up would be my birthday, so March. I've never been so taken back in my entire life, and as I said, I'm not a materialistic person whatsoever. Even if I get, like 100 stars, I'm like, I don't deserve it. Keep your stars. Like, I get nervous. And on my birthday, it was genuinely nonstop. you know, people I haven't seen in forever, people I know in real life, but just every community member, all my OGs, people have been there from the beginning. And it was me sitting here bawling my eyes out, just like non-stop donos. And it was a really hard time in my life. My dog at the time, we had to put her down in March 22nd, but it was a really hard time because she was sick. I was really emotional. It was my birthday. You know, I'm not used to having great birthdays, and they knew that. And they just wanted to do whatever they could to make me an emotional wreck that day. And I swear it was like 2.5 hours of me just trying to catch my breath. You know, my mom, who we call Mama C, she's Chat's mom. You know, she was coming downstairs talking to Chat with me. But that's a moment I'm never gonna forget. It was unbelievable. And then we ended up playing Warzone, played Rebirth, my first game on. I hit my PR at the time, and I got my dub. So it was a good moment. The second moment that I would say was like a pivotal moment for me was actually one that was I would say maybe it was in probably no, not September. Maybe it was just before September. Maybe August or September, actually, funny enough. And the reason I'll bring this one up is because it was a pivotal moment for me. And basically, I had a really bad day. I had a bad week, I think. And I knew it was affecting me, and it was affecting my content, my streams. People noticed I wasn't being myself. And I came online and I just said, you know, guys, I've always been very transparent with you about everything, and I'm very open. I'm an open book, and I'm struggling. You know, I want to know what is going wrong. You know, numbers were down, and as I said to you before, I don't really look at numbers, but you know, I was starting to realize people weren't really around as much, and I couldn't really pinpoint it. And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't me. I wanted to make sure I didn't do something wrong, or I didn't fuck up, or something just wasn't right. And you know, that night I was just having those honest conversations with people, and then people were telling me what was going on with them, and you know, it was no fault of my own and things like that. And I just wanted to make sure that I was just on the right path, and that I was doing this for the right reasons and making people happy still, and you know, being honest about how I was feeling. And that stream just turned into a whirlwind of beautiful conversation, and you know, feeling so loved. And I said to Chat that, like, you know, when you're in this position as a streamer and content creator, you feel as if you have a responsibility to go live, to entertain, to be joyful. And when you're not, it sucks, you know? Yep. And you got to be honest about it. And it was one of the most genuine, honest conversations I've had live. And it was scary. It was terrifying. I was petrified. I was like, holy shit, I'm actually doing this right now. And, you know, I had other content creators come in here because I had posted a tweet and I said, hey, I need honest opinions, you know, and people just came flooding in. You know, other content creators ended up rating me and showing love and sharing. And it was just, it was such an honest moment of a couple hours. And that one really resonates with me. And I always go back to it whenever I have a bad day. But yeah, those two moments were huge for me. Huge.
It sounds like that was pure moment.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I would have to say for me, so I haven't gone over this in a long time. And my streaming career started out just as a joke. I went live on Xbox, and I thought I was a little badass. Had my little Xbox Twitch stream, and had my friends in it, and I was playing with them.
I love that.
I was playing with them, and they were watching at the same time, and whatever. You know, thought it was so cool. Then I got a little monitor thing, grew up, and then real things. I started watching other streamers and started watching them, and it was like watching them on Facebook because it was easier at work. You're not supposed to be doing it, and blah blah blah. And
we've all been there.
And then watching him, and then going into it, and he's like, you know, I was like, you know what, I should start streaming on Facebook. So started streaming on Facebook and Twitch at the same time. I was the only one. I know there's a lot of multiple platform streamers, but I feel like I was one of the main ones that was doing both on at the same time, right, and doing a good job doing it.
And that's hard. That is hard.
Reading two chats at the same time, going through all the alerts. Like, I thought it was a special skill that I acquired, and I was able to do. And coming from a lot of people, was like, you're like one of the only dual streamers I watch. You know, I was like,
Right.
okay, so because I can watch you either on Twitch or Facebook. But coming in, I started going away from the dual streams and started streaming more towards on Facebook a little bit. And I can remember like it was October or something like that, and we're sitting there, and one of the things you'll learn about me is I'm 100% always, my channels are always about supporting someone else.
Right.
What can I do with my channel to support someone else? Because I can do that because I have that ability, I have that job, I have the career that allows me to do it, and I can support others. So I coming in, I'm sitting on the Facebook stream, and then I had my mods, I had a couple mods in there, and I had people coming in, and it's not about the star drops, 100% not about the star drops. Do we notice the star drops when they're big? Absolutely. Do we get excited? We do. We're human. But it's not about the star drops. It was about the words with the star drops. And
Yes.
and I could just remember coming in with that appreciation, that love, coming from these people from the outside of into the community, and just saying that, hey, we appreciate you, we love you, we appreciate what you do. And I can remember that day just clearly because I sat there and I read a comment, and I can just think about it now. I just kind of tear up just because just thinking about it is just, you're just like, that person said that about you. Like, how can you affect somebody's life in the way that they makes a positive impact? And that is why we do this in the long run. And being that person that was able to, yes, there was a big dono, but it wasn't about the dono, it was about the words behind it. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. We appreciate these donos, but it's the words that you add to them. Say something nice. If you guys send me a 50-star dono, you send me 10 stars dono or 10 bits.
Doesn't matter what it is. Exactly.
Send or 1 bit. I get 1 bits. 1 bit. Send 1 bit. Just say something. Hey, how you doing? Say something nice, because we love those things. Those things make us feel amazing inside. And that day, I can remember, I think I posted it on TikTok at one point. If I go back through TikTok and look through, and it was my old ass setup facing the other wall. I was on that wall.
Right.
So facing that wall. But I can just remember that day and getting those kind words, and that to me, that memory will always stick in my mind, that I was able to do something for these people, and they came back and showed that appreciation, that love.
So it's funny you brought that up, because as soon as you said like the words behind it, I was like, oh my gosh, I literally just thought, like, this happened to me the other day. Was a moment that somebody came in, and I had posted on Twitter, and I said, this is why I do what I do. And the comment was, from day one of watching your stream, because of my disability, you never judged me, and you are an amazing person. You and your stream has helped me so much. You always know what to say when I am down. You make me laugh and uplift my spirits. There is nothing more special than watching and listening to your stream. Sending you lots of love and happiness. You will always be my inspiration. So I saw
That's
that
amazing.
and I was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it makes me emotional even reading that, because I'm like, and it's that, like, those types of messages, I get them often, and like, there's nothing that I can tell you that is more rewarding than hearing things, like hearing words like that, like people's words, positive, like, it's mind-blowing. I never thought that somebody would actually say to me that, like, I am their inspiration. Like, it means we're doing something right. Like, telling, just knowing that I'm making people laugh, you know what I mean? Like, I make myself laugh, like, first of all, like let's be real. I know I make people laugh, but the fact that people tell me that, like, I make their day, or like, you know, if I miss a day streaming, which we all do here and there, minus the true grinders, hashtag true grinder. But those, you know, when people say they miss our stream when we're not there, or things like that, like, it just, who would have thought that we would be like where we are now? You know what I mean? Like, who would have thought that? It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And then that is it. I mean, the best 2 words as a streamer I can hear is thank you.
Oh my God, I know.
100%. If you tell me thank you, like, you can put whatever you want about in front of it. You can say, hey, you're an asshole, but thank you. And I would be like, you know what? You're fucking welcome. Yes, I can be an asshole, but you are welcome. And
Absolutely.
I appreciate you. And that's some of the things I don't think people realize, though. Yes, that words, we're human. Words are important. That's what we see. We don't hear your voice unless we obviously are playing with you. We don't hear we hear a voice. We read what you type. And yes, everybody in my chat is probably gonna say you're a terrible reader. You make up half the sentence that we say anyways. That's what I'm known. That's what I'm known for.
I mean, we really do that. We kind of have to. You know what I mean? Like we kind of like glance over, and I'm like, shit, that's a long one. Like I gotta click like see more on the comment. I'm like, God damn it, guys, you couldn't break it up for me? Like, come on, we got a job to do here. No, but for real though, no. Like I appreciate anybody who's in chat. Like that's why I say to them all the time is it's like I feed off of people. Like even what you and I said, like me thinking of podcasts, like it's very easy for me to bounce off of vibes, bounce off of conversations. And it's the same thing with our communities. It's like as long as I got somebody to talk to, like I can talk to myself for hours. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's just not necessarily fun, but I'll do it. If you need me to do it, I'll do it. But like, I like people to talk to.
Oh, absolutely. Don't go watch episode 3 or 4. It's just me.
Boy.
It's just me. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Was try to do a podcast by myself. To talk about because I love vibing off of somebody. I love vibing with somebody and talking with somebody. This you and I could talk to you for hours.
That's what I'm saying.
If you really want to, like, realistically, when I started this podcast, I was like, all right, Neo or Clayson, whatever. I was like, Clayson, I don't call myself Neo. That's just fucking weird. That's just really fucking weird. Everybody calls me Neo, but I call myself my own name. Like Clayson. It's an hour long. You can do an hour long. I mean, we've been talking for an hour and a half. Doesn't feel like it, but these are hour-long podcasts. Make them an hour long. Keep them to an hour. Do this, do that. Excuse me. And I'm just like, now these last podcasts, all of them from episode like after 5, 6 on, has been like an hour and a half. And I've just learned like natural. It's just natural, and it's just so much better. Like I did one episode by myself. I was like, man, that was the hardest 30 minutes of my motherfucking life.
Right.
Like how do these radio people do this shit?
I know.
Like how do they talk to them? How do they talk to themselves? I'm like, how do you vibe?
I find when I'm like, if I have to talk to myself or talk about myself like alone for like a long time, because I used to have to do that, I'm like, I have it like my customer service voice turns on, you know, and I'm like, shit, like I don't need people to hear that voice. Like this is my regular voice. I'm happy, I'm talking, I'm vibing, I'm good. But like if my cast customer service voice comes on, it's like shit. Like that's a whole new person that you don't need to like meet that person, you know?
All right, I need an example of customer service cast.
Oh, I can't do it because now I'm laughing and I'm gonna think about it. I can't do it. I'm gonna have to like make a voice memo of it. Like I'm not ready to be serious right now. Like I can't.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, someone in my chat just said, "Who's Clayson?"
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It's weird. Like everybody just it says Neo. I'm like, when I call myself Neo, I'm like, that's just fucking weird. I'm Clayson.
See,
I have a real name, guys.
My chat will like call me anything at this point because like there's people who don't like calling me Executi. There's people who call me Cutie. There's X, Cass. Nobody really calls me my full name unless they know me in real life and they're just screaming at me.
Is it Cassidy?
You know.
Sandra?
Yeah, it's Cassidy. Okay. Cassidy, yeah.
I was just gonna go through a lot of cast names.
But yeah, they just throw anything out there, and I'm just like, yeah, that's me. I'm here. Yeah, okay. You know.
But you want to hear something funny? Is that my brother's name is Jason, and I'm Clayson. Right. Just imagine getting your name yelled in the house.
And you have no clue. You're just like, yeah, hello, how are you? Yeah.
Which one is it, guys?
How many years are there between the two of you?
4. So I got an older brother that's 8 years older than he's 4. And I got a little brother that's 2 years younger than me.
So for you and your brothers, did you guys ever like game together, or like do they know about what you do? Like
yeah, they know what I do. They know the streaming, and my oldest brother doesn't know a lot, but he knows that it's there. But the one above me and the one below me come into stream sometimes and stuff like that.
Oh, so that's fun.
And hang out. Sometimes my dad drops into the stream sometimes.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's when I try to be on my best behavior.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, my dad.
Good luck.
Oh, my dad's Mormon.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Oh, yeah. We'll be quiet about it.
Yeah, I don't want to, pass that around. Mormons. Nothing against Mormons, but they're a little weird. Nothing
my
against
God.
them.
That is hilarious. That is too funny. Oh my God, that's perfect. That was funny.
Have you ever, so you've had your mom on your stream come in the room. Have you ever called your mom or your someone else on stream?
What do you mean? Like,
so I've called, like, I've been on stream. Someone's like, you need to call your mom and ask them if you can. So I played a lot of Fortnite.
oh, right.
So they said, call your mom and ask her if you're allowed to buy the skin. I called my mom right on the stream.
Actually, who have I called? I've definitely called one of my best friends on stream before. I forget what the hell it was for. I don't know. I don't remember. But we also, like, I am not a traditional streamer. Like, I will so like on our 1-year anniversary, I booted my stream up. I streamed for like 8.5 hours, and for 7.5 of those hours, I was sitting here talking like how you and I are talking right now.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed to be able to do that. But like the point of that being too is like we'll have streams sometimes where we'll just sit, and talk and shoot the shit, listen to music. I do my stupid bullshit as per usual. I'm just me, myself, and I, or do whatever. And you know, sometimes we'll chill, be in a Discord call. I'll bring some people in who are, you know, who chat wants to talk to and shoot the shit with, or just whatever. But yeah, that's kind of, we've done that stuff too.
I've had my mod show up to the house. So my mod used to live like 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away until they moved, and they showed up to the house, and they were like, "Who's that girl?" I was like, "That's Courtney. That's the mod." And they were like, oh, "Have her shake her booty." I'm like, "Well, you heard the chat.
Work for it. Work for it.
Like,
Make a command."
She would come in, and I'd get.
Did she do it?
She would. I got.
Hell yeah.
They had to pay. It wasn't free. They had to pay for that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You
like,
want to see?
no shot, that's free.
You want to see Courtney
shot.
You want to see Courtney in the cake? You gotta pay for it, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Actually, funny enough, Mama C just came in with a 500 bomb dono, and she said, "Ayo, did you call me, Neo? Love you. Love this podcast. Keep doing you." That's what she said.
I mean, I can call you. I just need a number. Just saying. I'll put my mom.
It's gonna cost you premium.
That's fine. I'll pay it. I have no problem paying premium. Trust me. No problem.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, so at this moment in time, I would like to open the floor to anybody that in your community or mine, if they have any questions for you, or if you have any questions for me, you may ask. This one got thrown on me last time by Mickey. She asked me a question. I wasn't fucking ready for it. I was a little shocked. So I'm gonna open up these communities. They are more than welcome to ask a question. If your community asks a question, please just read it out for me, and then we can get into it. And
chat, you can ask us whatever you want.
You guys can ask us whatever you want.
Don't go easy on us.
When are you guys gonna play together? Is the first one.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, she streams during the day, and I work during the day.
No, I stream whenever. I don't sleep. I literally don't sleep. So give me a calendar date. We can sort it out, and we can get games in.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll set that
we
up.
Can do it.
So yeah, Phoenix on Fire is one of my token Canadian. Is my token Canadian. She's in.
Oh my gosh, my chat's calling me out right now. So
I think I have it up. Hold on. What are they saying? Actually, I don't have it up. I lied. I had it on my phone.
When is Cass making a schedule?
Oh my god. Oh my
Jeff, I love you. Thank you for that. That's a very good question. So here's why this is a great question, is because I told chat that I was going to be making a schedule as per December 1st. And here we are, and it's December 11th, and I still don't have a schedule out for chat. So thank you, Jeff, for calling me out on that. And I have to make a schedule. So I will do that. Today is Saturday. We'll have it out by Monday. There we go.
You know what's funny?
Awesome.
I'm going to let you guys know this schedule is going to be funny. You want to know why? Because she's gonna put on there, and it's gonna be a little exclamation point, and it's gonna say, "I may not stick to this schedule."
Yeah, maybe.
Just a little disclaimer there. All right.
Yeah.
I get in trouble for this all the time. I'm gonna spell a word out, and I want you to say it, okay?
Oh, good God! Don't do this to me.
I don't know. It's more making fun of me, not you. Trust me.
Oh boy.
So it's WOLF.
Wolf.
Okay, I say wolf.
You do say woof? Okay, so you want to know what's funny? My grandma does too. So I live with my mom and my grandma. So here's another test. It is, oh God, I'm trying to fucking remember it. Okay, you have to say the letter L.
L.
Yep. Say the name A-L.
A-L.
And then
Ow.
say... Okay.
Ow. Ow. Yeah.
And then you have to say the word O-W-L.
Ow.
So now say all three of them side by side.
L. Ow. Ow.
See, okay, so you say it, so you say it right. When she says all three of those, it goes L-L-L.
Oh.
I swear to God. Yeah, it's hilarious when she does it. I'm gonna have to do it and get her to do it. She's gonna be upset with me, but I've had her do it so many times, so it'll be funny.
That's funny.
But
funny.
but yeah.
Yeah, so I have a thing now in chat where they can pay like 250 bits and they pick a word for me to say.
Like that. So, oh my God, I should do that.
So
hey chat, you guys gotta pay for that shit now.
Yeah, for me to say a word, like a certain word they want me to pronounce, like they'll say like, you can't say that word, and then the chat goes off like 15 times, 25 times, like, you can't say this word, and they keep trying to tell me how to say it, and I just repeat it and repeat it
That is
and
hilarious.
repeat it. Yeah, I put it up on TikTok, woof, and they're like, it's not W-U, not W-W, W-O-O-F.
It's wolf.
Yeah, it's like I can't say fucking L's apparently with that word at all.
That's a good one.
All right, what is some Canadian sayings that we can get? You say a lot.
I mean, I say a lot, but chat
So
always tries to get me to say.
What part of Canada are you from first?
I'm from Ontario.
Okay.
From a small town in Ontario. Yeah. Chat always wants to ask me what town I live in, but for obvious reasons, I'm not telling them. But I will say to you, here's the funny thing, Neo, you're gonna die. I'm gonna tell you later because you're gonna laugh. I can't say more about it. You're gonna laugh about it later, but. Chat's been trying to figure it out because it's a very Canadian town name, but you'll never be able to figure it out because it is a small town. Also, chat is asking if you can say what you just said. Can he say it faster?
Woof, woof, woof. Yeah, now I'm barking. See? Yeah. You're welcome.
I didn't do it.
I need somebody from your chat to come pay me 250 bits, okay?
Yeah, James, you better go to his Twitch right now. You owe him bits. Come on, James. He's like, you know better.
Or you can pay you can pay Cutie. You can pay her 250 stars. That works for me too.
No, you gotta go to Neo. You gotta do it. Also, my chat is saying that they really like the Canadian sorry. Apparently, I say sorry weird.
Oh my God, I love sorry. Sorry.
Apparently I say house and mouse weird. I don't know.
Say what?
House.
House.
I don't know.
House?
And then
I'm gonna go to my host later. My host.
I'm gonna go to my house.
My host.
And then the other thing that Canadians say all the time is fucking A right, bud. Like that's a lot of people say that. No context.
Have you ever seen Letterkenny?
Yeah, obviously. I live here. Like,
okay,
I live, I'm Canadian.
I know. Maybe you haven't seen
Tempai, bud.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud. Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
It's so funny hearing Americans say Canadian things. The other thing...
So, like I said, Phoenix is from Regina, Saskatchewan or whatever. Regina. Is that Regina?
Oh my God, we would be friends.
It's supposed to be.
I'm just enjoying hearing you say it.
Regina. First of all, it's Regina, okay, not Regina. But
right. Yeah.
It rhymes with vagina. I know.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, that's fine.
Well,
yeah.
in America, we say Regina. Okay.
The other thing that I found out just the other day was, so if I'm gonna put it out there and I'm gonna tell you what I call this. So if you go to McDonald's, right, and you ask for like a Coke or a Diet Coke, right? What do you call that drink?
Soda.
Really?
Not pop. No.
Okay, that's not even what I call it. Do you want to know what I call it?
Carbonated water.
No, I call it fountain pop.
Fountain pop? There's only one.
I want to know. No, because you call it fountain pop. Okay.
So do you call bottle pop?
Yeah, I go. Get me a bottle of pop, not a can of pop.
No.
You know.
What?
No, okay, here's the difference. Okay, you can't tell me I'm wrong. Canned pop, bottled pop, and fountain pop all taste different. They do. And I get headaches and migraines a lot. Dude, don't tell me I'm crazy. Don't. But I'm telling you, my chat's popping off right now. They're making fun of me. So when I get migraines or headaches, all I want is fountain pop. So I'll go to McDonald's or I go wherever to go get fountain pop. So when I told chat that, they always make fun of me. They always think like I'm a fiend for McDonald's because I always have a McDonald's cup on me. But the reason is because I have headaches often and I always want a Diet Coke. Doesn't mean I went and got a Big Mac every time, chat. So they all make fun of me.
Just
and
90%
then
of the time.
so, yeah, maybe like 65, maybe. Chicky nuggies are great. And they made fun of me the other day saying that it's not fountain pop, but they just call it soda.
It depends on where you're at from in America, so it really depends.
You know?
So like on the East Coast, we call it soda. In the Midwest, they call it pop. And
they say that fountain pop sounds like Candy Them, and it sounds like a music band genre.
Fountain pop
Thanks,
sounds like
guys.
a band music genre. Yeah, I agree. With that. Was what Epic Dave just said. So pop. Hold on, someone says something. Fountain pop is good for hangovers.
Oh yeah, that's pretty fair.
Someone asked me to say, can you say W? Oh, not W. Excuse me. ROOF.
Roof.
Okay. I don't know. The guy that got me the guy
Don't you guys say roof?
The roof. No,
Don't you guys say roof?
I say roof. It depends on where you're from.
Somebody says roof, and I'm like, the fuck. Also, garage. People say garage, and I'm like,
the carriage. That's like England.
what?
That's like English.
Yeah.
They're in the carriage. What? I don't know what a carriage is. I don't see one being pulled by ponies. But the guy that got me the bidet.
Yeah.
It was in here. Just
dude, he's got to be a funny guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like somebody who buys you that, he's got to be a good dude.
So just picture an uglier me that's bald. And
oh my god, that's so mean. No.
Also, one of his emotes. So he streams on Facebook and Twitch. His name's the Dutch Gun. One of his emotes is a magnifying glass with the eggplant.
Oh my god. You want to know what I would do? Even though I'm a girl, I would still go into his chat and like use that emoji and be like, "Speak for yourself, home skillet." Like, just, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I would do. That's so funny.
But no, that's that emote, like, so one of his jokes is like, since he's bald, like his ring light just bounces off his forehead, and we get blinded by it and everything like that. So no, he's a real good friend of mine, but he's hilarious.
That's funny.
What else? So in America, in the middle of the country, they like to say, "We're fixing to go to the mall."
Oh yeah, we're fixing to go
what the
somewhere.
Fuck are you fixing at the mall?
Yeah, that's
they
a
have
weird
maintenance people there, buddy. You don't have to fix to go get it, you know. and over where I'm from, we're like, yeah, we're just gonna go here.
Yeah, I don't know. What else do we do? Like, what do we say?
Oh, do you have a bag of milk? Do you have bag milk?
So we do, but I can't tell you the last time I did buy bag milk, which a lot of Canadians might actually be upset over. But I just use carton milk because, like, ages ago, literally years ago, I used to be like a fiend for drinking milk. I would drink a shitload of milk, and now I don't. Like, I don't.
I'm an almond milk kind of guy now.
So I just don't drink a lot of a lot of milk.
It's in my coffee.
But yeah.
It's in my coffee. That's about it. I drink almond milk before.
I actually don't drink coffee or tea.
How the hell was your conversation happening the other day about coffee in your chat then? What the fuck's that even supposed to happen?
Okay, because they were talking about.
So what do you drink? Where do you get all that bountiful energy from? Because you don't sleep.
I'm literally addicted to Diet Coke. It's my addiction. It's a terrible addiction. Highly don't recommend. Not at all. I'm addicted to the aspartame and Diet Coke. It's because of my father. I'm blaming my dad. Dad, it's your fault. Thank you. Yeah. It's his fault.
So I have this bot. It's not active right now in my chat. And for 10 minutes, it tells a dad joke.
I love that.
So
that's
it's great.
funny.
It's great. It's been working wonderful. I forgot to activate it today for this.
Right.
I was afraid those people were going to spam it.
Right.
But one of the dad jokes was, it was talking about almonds or something like that. and it's just saying it's like I'm not on a nut diet. It's like I would eat an all nut diet, but I don't like nuts or something like that. And now people like to say Neo loves nuts.
I like that.
He's on a nut diet, on a straight nut diet. Yeah.
But Chad's joking around saying, "How do you milk an almond? Coffee and Monster is love."
How do you milk an almond? You got to squeeze the cloth bag. I've watched how to make almond milk.
Yeah, you know what? I did too. I think it was with chat because I think chat was like, I don't know, they were on about it or whatever. And so we YouTubed it because it was absolutely hilarious. And it was just so funny.
Yeah, no, it is. It is absolutely. Does anybody have any real questions? Or are we just gonna keep fucking around? Because I'm here for both. I'm here for both.
James did say, he says, like stars and bits can be sent, hearts should also be sent to show all of you streamers how much we care for you and for the stream, for all the things that you've done for us in chat, and you catch and you don't catch that help us get through our daily life. Thank you. With smiley face and 3 hearts. We love you. Thank you. Thank you, James.
That's big love right there. Big love. I've definitely.
That's why we do it.
My favorite dad joke is kind of dirty. Well, Dave hit me with it. I'm here for it.
We gotta hear it. We gotta hear it.
So we're here for it. Nuts is just a joke. I mean,
that was one thing that that was talked about recently because I've been eating a lot of Twix chocolate bars because I'm addicted to them. And chat told me about the left and the right Twix, which I actually had never seen one of those commercials before. I don't know if you know. Do you know about them? So I had never seen about them until chat was like, "Do you eat the left or the right one?" And I was like, "I have 4," because it was a jumbo pack, so I was confused. Well, that took a half an hour intermission of playing Call of Duty to learn about what the hell chat was talking about because I had no clue.
I got a cute story about that. How does a deaf gynecologist do his job?
Oh. Boy,
he reads the lips.
Oh my god, that's funny. I should have guessed that. Oh shit, yeah. That's funny as fuck. That's a good one.
That's not even a dad joke. That's just a dirty joke.
That's just a dirty joke. That's a good one.
But I'm here for it though. I'm definitely here for it.
I'm here for it.
So left trick, right Twix. Cute story. My ex-girlfriend was all about the left Twix or something like that, and I would go out and make sure I bought the fucking left Twix.
Oh my god!
So that way she would have it. It was just a fucking thing. Like one time she just like remember.
Did she have a reason why?
No, it was just she said one time I was like, "Do you like the left or the right?" And she's like, "The left one." I was like, so I bought left Twix from that.
I'm just dead, dude. Oh my god!
I'm just that person that if you tell me something, like you said, I'll just remember it. Like
my brain just goes elsewhere, and I'm so sorry to say that.
I can tell you the coffee order about half the people at my job.
No shit, eh? See, that's something that I would never actually be capable of remembering just because I don't drink coffee. I remember my grandma's tea order because like that's engraved in my brain, but like, whoop.
Yep. So yeah. How can you but just the left Twix? Oh, how can you buy just the left Twix? On the packaging, it says left Twix or right Twix.
See, but ours doesn't. You know what's funny is we actually cleaned my stream room today. Crazy, I know, right, chat? So I probably would have had a Twix wrapper right beside me. Conveniently, I don't. But the Canadian Twix wrappers, we don't have the left and right thing on it. So when chat was like, it's on the packaging, I was like, no, it's fucking not. Like, I'm not an idiot. Like, are you guys fooling me right now? I was so confused at the time. It was hilarious.
Stupid, I swear.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
oh man. Yeah, funny. So apparently in Canada they have Bud Light apples. We don't have that in America.
Yeah. Bud Light apples, Bud Light limes, which I actually like, and anytime I drink one of them, they're like, you're gross, and I'm like, well, whatever.
It's like a summertime drink.
See, one that I actually loved was Coors Light Banquets for like while we had them, and then I learned recently, funny enough, during COVID, I actually like didn't drink at all. Not that I was a heavy drinker prior to COVID, I was like years ago. But when COVID hit, I just stopped drinking. Everybody in the family was like, fuck it, we don't need to drink, which is funny because a lot of other families were like, oh, we need booze to survive this pandemic, which is no fault of their own. I totally respect that. But then I learned through actually another streamer who's a Canadian Facebook streamer, Rush47 on Facebook. He was like, Cass, where have you been? Like Coors Banquet, we can't get them anymore. They're discontinued in Canada. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? That's my favorite beer. Like every time I go to the store, which I haven't been in a year, obviously, I was like, what the hell? Like, this is terrible news. Like,
that's devastating right there.
yeah. So I was really upset about that. So now I've just defaulted to what I grew up on because of my dad. He used to drink Heineken all the time, which everybody thinks is a terrible beer, but I'm just used to it, you know? So
It's not my first choice.
yeah. It's definitely not my first choice either, but here we are.
I think the one Canadian beer I absolutely know about is Labatt Blue.
Yep. Yeah.
That
No,
one?
absolutely.
That's like the
I
American.
actually have one of their like beer sign things. We still have it. It's packed away somewhere, I'm sure.
Do you know what cold shots are?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Do you drink those?
No, I don't, because I think anybody who drinks cold shots, like, I think that you are a pussy and you should probably just grab a tall boy. Sorry.
Yeah, Phoenix, you're a pussy.
I'm so sorry. But like, I just don't understand.
It was more of a question.
Oh, okay. I
It
was
was more
just
of a
like,
question.
honestly, like, just if you're gonna grab a beer, like, come on, like what the fuck is going on here? Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, when they came out with cold shots,
It was her. She was 13. It was her first beer of experience.
yeah, like when they came out with cold shots, I was like, okay, so now they finally, and like some people's gonna be offended by this, but I'm just being honest here. When they came out with cold shots, I was like, okay, so they finally have a beer for white girls to shotgun, and they will actually be able to finish it under a minute. Like, congratulations. Like, okay, you guys are learning. Like, you know, it was like, okay, great, fantastic.
Can you chug a beer?
Yeah, fantastically. Yeah. If you're asking me to do it on stream, I can't because of terms and conditions, but I can make a video of it. I can make a video of it for sure. Actually, I do have a video of it. I can post one or send it to you.
All right. Yeah, no, because I can.
Actually, I can send one to you and you can play it, but I can't play it.
I can't play it. Yeah. I'll play.
Yeah.
I can play it. I have no problem playing it. But no, that's one of the things. That's one of the things I like to see. Like they like to see me do is chug a beer. I'm not.
No, I wish I could do that
I'm not
on
doing
here.
it. I'm not doing it because I don't have one next to me.
Yeah.
But-
No, I wish I could do it on here, but terms of service.
Just put it in the red solo. They don't know. Just put it in the red solo cup.
Yeah, I know, but I would shotgun it. It's different.
You can't do it out of a cup.
Not like proper shotgun, no. Because like my big thing is like people don't believe that I can actually shotgun. So like,
I drink out of the bottle or a cup. I don't really do shotguns anymore. I grew up.
see, I feel like I grew up too, but like at the same time, if people want me to shotgun, like I'm down.
If I'm gonna shotgun on stream, it's just so hard.
It is hard.
It makes a mess. I got a mic in the way.
You know, that's what I'm saying. It's a pain in the ass. Like people are like, drink, drink, drink. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Like everybody, I can't tell you for how long chat's been asking me to try and get blackout drunk on stream. And I'm like, guys, why do you want this for me? Like, what what are we talking about here?
I mean, I drank a box of wine last night.
Yeah, but see, they just want to see me absolutely shit-faced because they know I can hold my liquor or my beer. They know it's going to take a lot. And number one, I said, guys, you're going to have to pay for this, first of all. Second of all, not happening, but we'll talk about it.
I'll tell you,
I just really don't think this is a good idea.
I'll tell you what. If you ever want to do a drinking stream, I'm there for you. I'll be there.
Okay, I got it.
I
got it.
I will do it. I will go beer for beer with you.
Oh, wow. We're really getting into it then.
I will do it. I've done it before. I've had
And how did that turn out?
Actually, only have ever. I've done plenty of drinking streams. I've only had to delete one.
Ooh.
It got.
Ooh. It got spicy.
It got. Really,
it got weird.
It got spicy, super spicy. It was like it was with a content creator, and her and I are really good friends. So it just went like
it got spicy.
It was just like conversations between me and her, and I went back and listened to it. I was like, oh man,
holy shit! No, for sure.
You want to hear a bunch of yes? Yeah, that's kind of what it was. But got worse and worse and worse.
I can imagine.
We were playing fucking what's that game with the little fucking pills, guys? No,
what?
Um,
Wait, what?
Fall Guys. Fall Guys.
Oh!
Fall Guys.
I'm like, what the fuck are you
Little
talking
pill
about?
guys.
Pill
You
guys.
gotta do
What
like
the hell?
the pill guys.
Oh my god. Also, now chat is actually currently funding the drinking stream, so that's fantastic.
Hey, let's go.
Oh my good god.
Let's get this
Also,
funded.
chat's saying that we shouldn't stream the next day. They're looking out for us.
Oh, I mean, I'll be funded next.
Yeah.
As long as we're not taking shots and drinking beer at the same time.
No, that's probably not the greatest decision. Yeah.
I'm not as young as I used to be. I might look young, but I'm not as young as I used to be in my heyday. But yeah,
Funny.
drinks with Neo. Now we gotta do it. Oh my god, I haven't heard of Myers in a long time. That's a northern thing. Blueberry Moscato. Ooh, that's.
Oh wow.
I do love fucking blueberry. Blueberry wine's amazing.
I can appreciate almost anything though, because my mom used to be a bartender like when I was a kid, and she just loved it. I never seen her so happy in my entire life. But yeah, she used to make, whatever for us, and I would try it or whatever. Even, I was young, but whatever.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different there in Canada. Your drinking age is different. So
it is, but
I tell you what, I love going to Canada to drink beer because it's 30% cheaper.
Oh yeah, true.
It is for us.
I didn't even think of that.
I've been to Toronto one time.
No way. What were you here for?
A gaming tournament. So, for
cool.
the little guys gaming tournament.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I want to go to like everything now. Like I swear, even though so people always say to me like, why don't you actually consider playing COD competitively? And the simple answer is like, I'm actually not willing to play Call of Duty like 8 to 12 hours a day and like actually want to sweat my ass off. I appreciate and say kudos to every single person who does. But if I were to do that, then absolutely I would be on the same playing field as a lot of these amazing competitive female Warzone players. But I'm not, and I'm okay with that. But at the same time, I really would love to go participate in all these tournaments and LAN events and things like that. Because once you get a taste of it, like it's hard not to want to do it again.
Something to dip your toes into. Check it out, Z Leagues. Just have fun with it.
Actually, I have done that with Tay. Yeah. Tay introduced me to it, and I'm thankful for Tay for a lot of reasons. But her and I are kind of the same. Like we like to fuck around and have a good time and have fun, but we also have that competitive side in us and want to take shit serious and sweat around. And that's why Tay's my duo, because she gets it. She really
absolutely
does get it.
There's that moment to just turn it on, turn it off.
Also, now my chat is funding Jello shots because apparently somehow that's being thrown into the loop. So that's fantastic.
I mean,
wow.
So imagine our first stream together is just a drinking stream.
Just Jello shots. Okay,
no,
here we are.
No, we're not doing just Jello shots.
That's wow.
No, puking up Jello is not fucking fun at all.
No, I mean the plan isn't to puke here.
Oh no! Well, how many Jello shots are we gonna make?
I mean, I don't know. Apparently,
I've never had to make Jello shots before, so
I haven't. I've defaulted to not do it.
I'd call a friend up, be like, I need like 20 Jello shots. Are you going to a party? No, they're just for me.
They're for me.
I'm telling you what, those Jello shots will be expensive as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1,000 biddies or 1,000 stars.
Right. You're damn right. Yeah.
So we're setting up our first stream.
Yeah, literally. Just a shit show. Shit show.
That's what it'll be called, for sure.
The shit show.
All right, so I want to open the floor to you. I want to give you the floor. I want to give you the opportunity to say whatever you want to say. We could be here for the next 5 hours if you want to, or whatever. This is your show. It's not Drinks with Neo no more. This is Cutie show. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to say. This is you.
I think the biggest question that I would have for you is, what do you see for the future for the podcast? Like, what do you picture that? Has it turned into what you've wanted or what you envisioned, or what do you see for the future? And like, are you happy with how things have been going and what you've been doing with it, or what do you see for it?
So the future of the podcast. So let's start from the idea of how it was born. The podcast was born because one of my moms said, "Hey, you'd be pretty good at hosting a show." I said, Oh yeah, what kind of show? Just a talking show. We just talk, maybe a podcast, and you have people on. You talk about gaming, streaming, talk about life. Sure. So this show was supposed to be about gaming and streaming. First episode happened. Second episode, great. First two were great. Couldn't find someone for the third or fourth. Coming back in. So at that moment in time, there's that moment of thought with this show. I was like, is it really gonna happen? The first two shows were great. Everything was going smooth, and then we hit that giant rock on the road of not being able to get anyone to reach out to me, because I've been trying. I reach out to people, no one responds. So
Right.
at that moment in time, I'm like, is it me? Is it do people not know who I am? Do they not want to take a chance to talk to me about something? Whatever. Because I tried to approach people with the hey, let's come on to this brand new podcast and let's talk about a subject. And I've learned that's kind of not the right way to approach things, and it comes off now where the show has evolved.
Right.
I know people have a story they want to tell, or they have something. Everybody that streams has something about them that makes them unique, and I want to get that, and I want to get that story out there, and I want to get the communities involved so they know, like, hey, I watch this person every day. I watch this person. I want to know more about them, and it's good to know. And a lot of people stream for reasons. Why do you stream? What makes you stream?
What are those reasons?
And what are
Exactly.
those reasons? Let's get those out there in the world, and let's let people know. And that's how this show's kind of evolved from something that was supposed to be strictly streaming and gaming. I wanted to get somebody that runs an organization. I wanted to get businesses in here. I have these big old plans, and I've had to scale back, and now I want to just talk to people. I just want to have the ability to talk to people, to learn about them. And every single person I've had on here, I've learned something new and about them. I've also learned something about streaming and how to interact with people and things like that. And I love this. Like, this podcast is my passion. Now, doing it every Saturday. I look forward to getting someone on here, and I look forward to talking to them and making these questions and coming up. And that's something for the future. I'm looking for to have more people on here, more content creators, big or small. Would it be nice to have some bigger content creators? Absolutely. Would it nice to have all the small guys on here? Absolutely. I want everybody, because I want this to be all inclusive, to give that option to people to learn about somebody, about the person they've been watching. Because I mean, there's so many different subjects to talk about.
Absolutely.
We talked about PC building with Redneck Engineer. We talked with Legend about his story and how he was in the military and being a competitive player. Shelby Jewell about Fan House, which I didn't bring up with you, but stick with it, girl. Stick with it and keep doing it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm
Okay.
excited about it.
You should be. It's an absolutely amazing thing to use. Hashtag ad Fan House. Go check her out, y'all. I've already have. Or in hashtag you follow me too. You can see some toe pics that painted.
Exactly.
So
We
this
can
is-
see it all on Fan House.
So, with Phoenix, she's an indigenous person of Canada. She streams for the people of for the indigenous people of Canada and tries to bring light to that situation. And with Mickey J, I learned so much about Facebook gaming from her. Shelby, really good friend of mine, learned about Fan House with her and how content creation through that. And with you, I've learned just about you and about your personality and about how you care and your story about your brother and how much your family means to you and the reasons why you stream. It's just, like I said, with every single person, it just brings to light something about them. And I think that's what this show is about, is bringing a light to a situation about these streamers, about these people, and people get to know more about you. And I think it's opening up. And I think that's what people are afraid of. I think people are afraid of this, if they might seem vulnerable in this show.
Absolutely.
And, and showing vulnerability is not easy. And for me, I can show the vulnerability because I want people to know that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to open up and be uncomfortable, because when you're uncomfortable, you build yourself up in the end, and you become a better person for in the long run. Because if you're comfortable, you're gonna just glide and not grow. Being uncomfortable means you want to grow, and I think this is what I want this show to do, is make people be uncomfortable, but just to show us a different side of themselves, to let people know.
The most beautiful things happen when you're uncomfortable, because your comfort zone is the most dangerous place that you could possibly be in. And the scariest place can be being uncomfortable, but that's when the magic happens, and that's when, you know, you surprise yourself and you can actually challenge yourself and do things that include being vulnerable, and it can be really be beautiful. One thing Worthy Prince has asked is, Neo, is there a significant meaning behind having the number 12 in your name?
I get asked this question a lot. So my name is Neo Prime 12. The reason why is Neo is, I've had this gamer tag since Halo days. We had a little clan, the Neo clan, and Prime wasn't taken. Prime means first. Excuse me. And 12 is my number that I wore in soccer from the age 7 all the way up to high school. So I've always been number 12, and that number's just stuck in my head. And I put it on a gamer tag, and it's stuck. If I ever become a professional gamer somehow, some way, not happening ever, the 12 might drop, but who knows?
Love that. Love that for you.
So, but yeah, that is
James is asking a question for both of us. So for you, what was your motivation for streaming in the first place? I think I've kind of already answered this for myself, but we'll revisit it. So what was it for you? What was the reason you started?
For me, it was a joke. Oh, I kind of brought this up. So a buddy of mine went live on Twitch, and I looked at him, and I was like, my buddy Alex, and I was like, his name's Risky Plays. He still streams on Twitch. And he started streaming, and I was like, this man's, you know what? I'm gonna race into affiliate to see who can get affiliate first. I really wish I would have done Twitch differently, but growing. But I really wanted to race him, and it's just a stupid story. I wanted to race him to get affiliate. He got it first, but once I hit affiliate, I told myself, you know what? I kind of enjoy this. I went and bought a PC, and I'm about to hashtag secret. Nobody knows this. I'm about to buy a third PC.
Oh my God, third one
in 2 years.
Holy.
In 2 years. So, like I said, you learn your lessons when you buy shit. Don't ever.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm a very person when I want something, I just buy it. So.
I mean, I feel like everybody has that impulsiveness in them. In a sense,
my impulsiveness is so bad.
Is it? Oh my God, that's funny though.
If someone tells me right now, if someone told me in chat, hey, I need a headset, that headset would be on Amazon on their way. Literally.
No, you can't do that.
What? Send them something? Absolutely.
No, you have to be mindful. I've learned that the hard way.
I send people shit all the time. It's really bad.
I am bad for that too, though. I always want to help people. If I think that they need help or know that they need help, I want to help people.
As long as they deserve it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They get it. So that's how I started.
I mean, like I said, James, I already revisited or said my main motivation for streaming, but I think when I started to actually take it serious was when I started to understand that I was really actually making an impact on people, and that, you know, when I actually first started streaming, my first 3 months was actually my biggest growth spurt that I've ever had. And it was actually petrifying because I was like, holy shit, this is really happening. And I think it was a really big eye opener that, holy crap, like maybe this is something that I'm meant to do and try to explore and really, you know, I'm so glad that I kept going with it and kept doing it, and here we are, and we get to do things like this now, and that's why I'm so thankful for it. And thank you to you for actually wanting to have me on. You know, when I saw that you had Legend, you know, and I watched that, and Legend is such a good friend of mine, and I respect him so much, and very good friend of mine, and hearing just more of him that I didn't know, and you know, you help bring that out in people, and I think it's something beautiful that, like, what you're doing, and you have this platform where you're able to have people like myself on, and there's other content creators as well that you've had on where, you know, maybe they feel misunderstood, or, you know, there's people who want to see that other side of them, and then they don't know how to ask those questions, or maybe they haven't had the opportunity to really have a deep dive into their lives or their answers, or some people they don't need to share everything, or they don't want to, and I think it's really awesome what you're doing, and I really think you're going to do really well with it, and I'm excited for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, I think we're going to wrap things up. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to ask all these questions and bring out some stories that people haven't even heard, a Maple story and the story about your brother and how you started. And it's really amazing and touching, and continue to strive to be amazing, continue to strive to build your community, continue to strive to hit your goals. Don't ever stop striving to be good, be amazing, because you can, from this conversation, you can just tell that you have that drive, you have that personality that's going to take you far, and continue continue to enjoy to do this. Don't lose that passion. It's very easy to lose that passion, and just don't lose it, because there's going to be
that's what means most.
It's going to be them bad days, it's going to be those tough days, but don't lose it. Again, big hearts, big love. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Me too.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good, Neo. Thank you for everything.
Right, bye-bye.
See you. Mwah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys. That was episode 13, baby. I can't believe we've already hit it. As always, Chad, you guys know, please hit that bell, hit that like. As always, guys, this will be on YouTube, and thank you for watching on YouTube. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and I really do appreciate it. Once again, as we say always here at Drinks with Neo, aka Neo Prime 12 is your host. Love, kisses, hugs. I'll see you next time.